All right, thank you. Hello and good evening, everyone. Welcome to Roseburg, Oregon, and Legion Field. Tonight's site for the Doc Stewart's American Legion baseball team taking on the visiting Perth Colts from Australia. Should be a fun one here tonight at the ballpark as we get some international flavor to the game. Going to be an interesting game with a lot of different angles going into this one, but most importantly, it's always fun to have the visitors from not just out of town, but from out of the country making their way here to Legion Field. It's been a couple of years, or at least a year, since the last time the Australian traveling team had made a stop here at Legion Field, but we're excited to have them here with us tonight as they start to wrap up their trip through the west coast of the United States. Welcome into tonight's broadcast. Joey Keyran here with you as we get ready for this evening's game. We welcome you to the Budget Lumber pregame show. Everything you need at great low prices. Budget Lumber on Diamond Lake Boulevard, where they strive to be lumber one. Getting a little bit of a later start here tonight, so just bear with us as we make our way through this one. The Doc Randalls took on the younger Australian traveling team prior to our game, and that one ran just a little bit long. So as we get a little bit of a later start, expecting to get things going at about 6:30 tonight here from Legion Field. We're working through getting all the numbers and players sorted out. Some pretty big rosters coming at you here tonight, but we'll have the action for you. Should just be overall a fun night at the ballpark here this evening with a focus on some baseball, but with the guys probably playing a little bit loose for tonight's action. So going to have a fun one tonight. Hopefully you guys are looking forward to that as well. Here throughout the Budget Lumber pregame show, we got plenty going on for you, so make sure you stay with us until first pitch. I want to remind everybody, back again this season is our $1,000 no-hitter giveaway. If the Docs pitch a no-hitter here at home this season, one lucky fan in the stands will win a grand from $14.90 The Score and from the News Review. So sign up at the souvenir booth this season before Doc Stewart's home games to give yourself a chance at winning $1,000. That's kind of cool there. Also want to let you know tonight's game is streaming online at 541radio.com. You'll be able to watch the action for free, and we've got the stream up there started now, so stay with us for first pitch coming up in about 10 minutes from now. We're going to go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we'll continue to get you ready for tonight's game. Got a couple of interesting notes to bring you as we got ready for it tonight. Didn't get a chance to catch up with Coach Scott Shaver, the Docs. They were getting the field ready in a hurry after the conclusion of the Dr. Randall's game before ours. So we'll also take a look at your Garrettson Building Supply scoreboard update, get you some of the other scores from games for other local teams prior to today's action for the Doc Stewart. So we'll go ahead and take a 2-minute break. When we come back, more of the Budget Lumber pregame show for you on CBS Sports Radio, 1490 The Score.
Season is finally here, but remember, respect the water. Don't swim and don't go in the water if it's under 60 degrees. Swimming in water under 60 degrees is life-threatening. It could cause hypothermia. which means your limbs paralyzed and you can't get out of the water. Each day, the water temperature of the Umpqua River will be posted on kpic.com and kval.com, and in the morning weather on KPIC. Respect the water. Know the temperature. Brought to you by the Respect the Water Safety Committee.
It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
We'll be ready.
Values that last a lifetime.
We need to focus on 3 factors.
Support high school sports and activities in your community. When kids take part, they get set for life.
At Brook Communications, our job is to get results for your business, period. We can take your story and tell it to the people you want to reach in a way that compels first-time clients to become repeat customers. We get them through your door so you can do what you were meant to do. Proclaim your sales message to the largest audience of any media company in Douglas County. Brook Communications dominates through the power of 5 radio stations and 541radio.com. Results amplified. Locally owned. Brook Communications.
Gotta go with barbecue.
Cracked pepper.
Spitz cracked pepper.
Spitz cracked pepper.
Aunt Carol's barbecue seeds.
Barbecue.
Ranch.
Barbecue.
Barbecue.
Ranch.
Back here at Legion Field, getting ready to go for the Doc Stewarts and the visiting Perth Heat Colts from Australia. As we get ready for this matchup, taking a look at a couple of interesting notes. It seems like everybody's kind of been running on a behind pace here today, just trying to keep up. I think maybe the hot heat is going to do that to everybody here tonight. A warm one here in the Umpqua Basin this evening, but the game before ours ran a little long. That means we're getting a little bit of a later start. I was out having a nice little trip away from the Umpqua Basin out to the coast to escape the heat and visit with my parents. So I was out at 10 Mile Lakes over in Lakeside, Oregon earlier today. Made stayed about as long as I could lakeside, right on the water. And then I was like, all right, I better get back to work. So rushed back in here, got here just in time to catch the tail end of the Dr. Randall's game against the junior Perth Heat Colts squad. And now we're getting ourselves ready to go. So it's kind of a show-and-go type of day for everybody here today. One thing I did learn prior to the start of tonight's contest, visiting down with the Docs in the dugouts, found out that a former Doc Stewart will be making a return trip here to Legion Field to be a part of tonight's action. Former Docs pitcher Chris Stone, who's now a couple of years into his college career, going to be transferring from Mount Hood Community College, going to George Fox University coming up next year to play there for the Bruins. He'll be our starting pitcher tonight, so there'll be a couple of Stones out there on the field. Guess it's been a little while since Chris and Jonathan have gotten a chance to play together. In fact, it almost looks like the entire Stone family is here. Their middle brother, Matthew, who wasn't a baseball player but a former athlete there at Roseburg High School, he's in the grandstands watching, his parents with him there as well. A nice little family reunion for the Stones here tonight. But Chris Stone going to get the start. It's a non-league traveling team coming in, so they can kind of do what they want here tonight, play with the rules just a little bit. And the age restriction not necessarily going to take place for Chris Stone getting a chance to pitch today for the Doc Stewarts. I wish I had thought about it while I was down there to ask Coach Shaver how that one came about, deciding to put Chris Stone on the mound, but was really excited to get a chance to catch up with Chris Stone and talk to him a little bit, find out how things have been going for him over the last couple of years, and excited to get to see him pitch tonight as he's warming up in the bullpen for the Doc Stewarts. We've got Steve Fish and the Perth Heat Colts making their way. It's been, again, at least a year since the last time the Doc Stewarts took on this Colts squad from Australia, but these guys have been traveling up and down the West Coast here, and they're about to wrap things up. They've got a game of the Big League Club, I think the team we're going to see here tonight, the older guys. They've got a game against the Medford Mustangs tomorrow, and then from there they're going to be making their way south. They'll be flying out of Los Angeles over the next couple of days after that, finishing up their time here stateside before they head back to Australia for some of them. So it's going to be the tail end of their trip here, and they are getting treated to some rather warm weather to wrap up their trip here in the United States. In fact, back home, I'm sure it's kind of on the cooler side as they are in their winter season down under, you could say. In fact, I was curious. I used to have some of locations down in that region on my phone. I once traveled Australia and New Zealand, but it doesn't look like I have those anymore. I was going to see what the temperature might be. Let's see. Sydney, Australia, 54 degrees right now there, although it's just before noon, but their high temperature only going to be 62 today in Sydney. Now, I'm not sure where many of these guys are from, even if they're all from Australia. Perth, I think, is on the other side of the country from Sydney, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see here. Let's see what Perth is like right now. 53, so it's not much different than Sydney at the moment there in Australia. So going to be a fun one here tonight. Looking forward to it. I keep saying that, but I do enjoy this matchup. Wish we would have it on the schedule every year, and wish I had had a little bit more time to catch up with some of the players down there. I know they made a stop in Grants Pass, and one of the Daily Courier writers down there, Ben Mackey, had mentioned on Twitter about how it's fun how many different stories you can find from the roster that these guys have, but there's a lot of stories to be told from the international team. Tonight we'll get a chance to see the story they tell with baseball. We'll go ahead and take a quick 2-minute break. When we come back, we will get you a look at your starting lineups and get your first pitch coming up. Another 2-minute break. Back with the conclusion of the Budget Lumber pregame show here on CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score.
This county is your home.
But no matter where life takes you, Cascade Community Credit Union will be there whenever you need us.
We'll be there with access to over 30,000 no-fee ATMs worldwide.
We'll be there with an auto loan for your next vehicle.
And when you're ready to make your dreams a reality, we'll be there with a home mortgage and one-on-one support every step of the way. Because commitment to our members is reflected in everything we do. Cascade Community Credit Union, there whenever you need us.
Swimming season is finally here, but remember, respect the water. Don't swim and don't go in the water if it's under 60 degrees. Swimming in water under 60 degrees is life-threatening. It could cause hypothermia, which means your limbs paralyzed and you can't get out of the water. Each day, the water temperature of the Umpqua River will be posted on kpic.com and kval.com, and in the morning weather on KPIC. Respect the water. Know the temperature. Brought to you by the Respect the Water Safety Committee.
Reese's Pieces. Popcorn with butter.
Starburst.
Popcorn.
Okay.
Skittles. Popcorn.
Swedish Fish.
Oh. Reese's Pieces.
Best snack for movies? Oh, buttered popcorn.
Okay.
Number 8, Chris Stone.
Welcome you back here to Legion Field as we get ready to go for the start of tonight's ball game. They're announcing the teams down on the field. Let's go ahead and run through the Cooper's Pest Control starting lineup for Australia. Cooper's Pest Control, your locally owned bug assassin with great low rates. Give them a call at 673-0363. The Perth Heat Colts coming in. They'll lead things off with center fielder Cooper Paulino. The second baseman Ash Barnes will hit second. The pitcher Chase Karn batting third, followed by Matt Goshran, the right fielder. Mitch Ellison, the third baseman, batting fifth, followed by David Whitlock, the sixth hitter, playing at third base. Left field. And batting, I might have skipped somebody in there. Batting six was, I might have skipped somebody when I was writing this down. Mitch Ellison's at third base. David Whitlock in left field. Luke Passmore at shortstop. There we go. Hayden Mitchie, the first baseman, and Nick Hurst is your catcher for the Colts here today. We'll go ahead and take a quick 2-minute break. We'll come back. We'll look at the first pitch of tonight's baseball game here on CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score.
Season is finally here, but remember, respect the water. Don't swim and don't go in the water if it's under 60 degrees. Swimming in water under 60 degrees is life-threatening. It could cause hypothermia, which means your limbs paralyzed and you can't get out of the water. Each day, the water temperature of the Umpqua River will be posted on kpic.com and kval.com, and in the morning weather on KPIC. Respect the water. Know the temperature. Brought to you by the Respect the Water Safety Committee.
It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
We'll be ready.
Values that last a lifetime.
We need to focus on 3 factors.
Support high school sports and activities in your community. When kids take part, they get set for life.
At Brook Communications, our job is to get results for your business, period. We can take your story and tell it to the people you want to reach in a way that compels first-time clients to become repeat customers. We get them through your door so you can do what you were meant to do. Proclaim your sales message to the largest audience of any media company in Douglas County. Brook Communications dominates through the power of 5 radio stations and 541radio.com. Results amplified. Locally owned. Brook Communications.
Gotta go with barbecue.
Cracked pepper.
Spitz cracked pepper.
Spitz cracked pepper. Aunt Carol's barbecue seeds.
Barbecue.
Ranch.
Barbecue.
Barbecue.
Ranch.
Back here at Legion Field, getting ready to go for the first pitch. And tonight's action between the visiting Colts from the Perth Heat Colts as they get ready to go. And Doc Stewart's will have Chris Stone on the mound. Let's see here. I'm trying to do a couple of things at once, and I'm never good at that. Doc Stewart's, let's go ahead and take a look around the lineup here. Take a look around the diamond, I should say. Defensively, Diamond Power Equipment, where the variety of outdoor power equipment is second to none. Look around the diamond on the mound. It's going to be right-hander Chris Stone, former Doc Stewart, former Roseburg Indian, getting the start here tonight. Behind the plate, Gabe Burke. Out at first base, Jonathan Stone. At second base, Caden Johnson. Shortstop is Cody Johnson. Third base is Zach Mandera. In the outfield from left to right, you've got Zach Holland, Garrett Russell, and Jet Black in the outfield for the Doc Stewarts here tonight. Well, I had been hopeful that the lineup for the Colts was going to be on Game Changer, that I could just steal that from them. Maybe I need to type it in this way here. I don't know. We'll figure this out here. We welcome you in, folks. It's a baseball game. We're all you get in the international guys and things start to get a little funky here. You're trying to figure out how everything needs to look here. All right. Here we go. All right, we're getting ready for first pitch. I'm sorry, a little out of it here tonight, just trying to figure out everything. It was a rush with everybody after the first game ended, a rush to try and get things started on time. There's a nice moment. Jonathan Stone having a brief moment with his bigger brother, who's actually slightly littler than him, Chris Stone on the mound. Jonathan gives him a word of advice. We're ready to go. First pitch coming up. Doc Stewart's and the Perth Heat Colts. Cooper Paulino will stand things in, and he takes the first pitch for strike one. We are underway in the ball game here, folks. Welcome in to Doc Stewart's baseball here tonight. The 0-1 from Stone, a swing and a miss for strike two. Cooper Paulino, the center fielder, batting here, leading things off. Hot one today here in the Umpqua Basin. Ground ball, roller third base side. Mandera in front of it. Sidearm throw across to Jonathan Stone for the first out. Batting next for the Colts will be Ash Barnes, the second baseman. Doc Stewart's boast a 12-game home winning streak here at Legion Field. Trying to protect that. They are 12-1 here at home. Finally got their first win on the road. Back on Friday night down in Klamath Falls. First win on the road in Area 4 play. Snapping an 8-game losing streak. They get the win in Game 2 of the doubleheader against Klamath Falls. Pitch inside for ball 1 against Barnes. The 1-0 from Stone. Fastball up the middle, and it goes right back up the middle. Ash Barnes will pick up the first base hit for the Colts. Puts a man on with one away. So let's see. We've looked around the diamond. We got you the Cooper's Pest Control starting lineup for the Perth Heat Colts. Today, the Doc Stewarts wearing their home orange jerseys. They've been sporting those jerseys practically every game here at Legion Field this season. They've been the lucky orange sleeveless tops. The first pitch with 1 out, 1 on is in for strike 1 against Chase Karn. Karn, the starting pitcher for the Colts. Another right-handed batter. An 0-1 delivery coming up. Docs look for that double play ball. Pitch upstairs for a 1-1 count. So Doc's wearing the orange sleeveless tops, blue jerseys underneath, the gray trousers, blue socks. White tops with black sleeves for the Colts. It says Colts in script across the front in black as the ball into right field. Drifting back in front of the warning track, now on the warning track. Jet Black will make the catch. That one continued to carry on Jet out there, gets the second out. 2 away, with still a man on at first. Matt Goshrin is how I'm going to pronounce this. Playing in right field, he'll bat fourth.
The next batter, number 44, Matt Goshrin.
Goshrin is what the PA says as well, so we're going to go with it. Matt Goshrin, the right fielder, with 2 down and one man on, will stand in. Just out off the plate for a 1-0 count to him. So red tops with the black sleeves for the Colts. White trousers for them. Looks like most guys wearing their pant legs low. Is chopping at a pitch inside, high off the turf. Stone will get it, throw to first, and it's in time for the final out. Chris Stone off the mound. Gives up a hit, but that's it in the first inning. And the Doc Stewarts will head to the bottom of the first in a scoreless ball game. Coming up to hit Russell, Holland, and Jonathan Stone when we return for the bottom of the first inning here on CBS Sports Radio, 1490 The Score.
Peter Griffin from Family Guy.
Okay. Goofy.
Okay.
Favorite cartoon character? SpongeBob.
Tigger.
All right.
My favorite cartoon character is Squidward.
Along the railways to dispose of the shells. Please utilize those to help everybody keep the stadium clean. Also, if you have trash, make sure that you put it in the trash cans along the railways. That really helps us as we do the cleanup.
Back for the bottom of the first inning. Let's take a look at our Cooper's Pest Control starting lineup for the Doc Stewarts. Head coach Scott Shaverson and Garrett Russell to lead things off, followed by Zach Holland, the left fielder. Jonathan Stone at first base, batting third, followed by Brody Black, the DH, batting in the cleanup spot. Hitting fifth and playing at third is Zach Mandera. The shortstop is Cody Johnson, batting sixth. At the right field position, batting seventh, is Jet Black. In the catcher position, batting eighth, is Gabe Burke. And playing at second base and batting ninth is Caden Johnson, the DH being utilized for starting pitcher Chris Stone here tonight. That is right. You did not hear that incorrectly. For those of you that may be tuning in from home, that is Chris Stone, former Doc Stewart's pitcher. And he was also an outfielder as well, center fielder as well. Chris Stone making a return trip here this summer. Really cool to get a chance to see him. Garrett Russell stands in to lead things off. Russell, first pitch, strike one. Garrett Russell, bat in this first spot most of the season, swings away at the second pitch. A ground ball roller to second base. And Russell will go down with the first out. 4-3 the put out. Let's try and take a look around the diamond here in the bottom of the first inning. Scoreless ball game. As Zach Holland will hit next. Holland the batting left-handed. Out on the mound, it's Chase Karn, the starting pitcher for this Colts team. Karn, a righty, big righty it looks like. Got some good height to him. First pitch to lefty, a chopper again towards second, high off the turf. With it, the quick throw to first for second baseman Ash Barnes, and he makes the play yet again for 2 down. Jonathan Stone will hit with 2 away and nobody on base. Out at first base, on the mound, Chase Karn. Behind the plate is Nick Hurst. At first base, Hayden Mitchie. At second is Ash Barnes. At shortstop, Luke Passmore. Third base, Mitch Ellison. We'll get to the outfield after the first pitch here to Jonathan Stone. First pitch just a bit up for ball 1. In the outfield from left to right, David Whitlock, Cooper Paulino, and Matt Goshrin. That is your look around the diamond, brought to you by Diamond Power Equipment. Low for ball 2 here against Jonathan Stone. Out of the windup. Karn delivers. Comebacker up the mound. It'll go to second. Oh, misplayed at second base by Barnes. Barnes almost had a 1-2-3 inning at second base, but he overran that one, and the ball got misdirected back to his left. He stuck the glove out there to try and make the play, but does not field it cleanly. That, I think, is going to be an error at second base to get Jonathan Stone on. So Stone gets it first with 2 down on the air at second. And Brody Black will get a chance to hit. First pitch for Brody, low and inside from Karn. Brody hitting for Chris Stone here today. Chris Stone wearing the jersey of Luke Lucido. Luke's still out with strep, apparently. 1-0 pitch, low and inside for a 2-0 count. 2 down with 1 on. Stone a decent lead at first. Karn set, holding on the mound, and time called before the next pitch. Bottom of the first, scoreless ball game here on a hot one. Chopper foul for Brody, and he's got a 2-1 count. 2 balls and a strike against Brody Black. Doc's, of course, mentioned before, wearing the orange tops, blue numbers on the back. Red tops, black numbers on the back for the Perth Colts. And the uniform description always brought to you by Hammer Sport. As a ball out to right field is going to get down, just down the line. Extra bases for Brody. Stone heading for third. They're going to wave him to the plate. The relay throw coming in is offline, up the third base line. And Stone will score on the 2-out double by Brody Black. Brody continues to hit well with men on base, and he continues to punish the baseball, getting extra base hits. That one down that right field line just inside the right field foul line. Long run out there for Goshrin. I had to chase it down in the corner, and so Brody in with the RBI double out at second base, and Jonathan Stone scoring to give the Doc Stewarts a 1-0 lead. Zach Mandera will hit. Want to finish up that thought on the Uniform descriptions brought to you by Hammer Sport, Douglas County's hottest custom sportswear store. For custom team jerseys, hats, and more, find them in downtown Roseburg on Jackson Street. Ball fouled away. A 1-1 count now for Stone. Excuse me, it's for Zach Mandera. So with Chris Stone on the team, that makes an interesting situation for the Doc Stewarts. You've got 4 sets of brothers in uniform tonight for the Doc Stewarts. Chris Stone and Jonathan Stone, Brody Black and Jet Black, Gabe Burke and Noah Burke, and Cody and Caden Johnson. 4 sets of brothers on the roster here tonight. That's kind of fun. 2-1 pitch in the dirt for ball 3 for Zach Mandera. Mandera, the 5th hitter, to the plate for the Docs here in the bottom of the first. They lead 1-0 on the 2-out double by Brody Black. He stands at second, and it's a 5-pitch walk issued to Zach Mandera. Cody Johnson will hit next for the Doc Stewarts. Stands in with 2 down and 2 on.
Now batting the shortstop, number 12, Cody Johnson.
Cody Johnson, looking to keep the inning going. He'll take a strike down the middle for an 0-1 count. Hot one here today in the Umpqua Basin, nearly triple digits. In fact, as I made my way back into town after making a quick trip to the coast for some cooler temperatures, my car thermometer did read 100 degrees at one point. We'll get you your Supercuts weather report hit right now, and let's do it. 99 degrees in Roseburg. Blue skies overhead, plenty of sunshine at the moment as the sun makes its way towards the horizon. The shadows start to creep out from the third base side. Out in left field, already starting to see some shadows out there. It's a strike on the inside corner against Cody Johnson. Gives him a 2-2 count. As we make our way through tonight's contest, we're probably going to be in the 90s and upper 80s until the completion of this one. So it's going to be a warm one here tonight in the Umpqua Basin. 2-2 pitch for Johnson. Cody takes low for ball 3. Hot one tonight. Hopefully everybody stays hydrated down in the dugout. Your weather report brought to you by Supercuts in the Steelhead Run Plaza across from Starbucks on Garden Valley Boulevard. Save time and check out styles online at supercuts.com. Full count pitch fouled away by Johnson. And everybody will head back to their bases. Zach Mandera was already around second. He'll cut across the infield back to first. Mandera at first base. Brody Black at second. 3-2 pitch with 2 away. Runners will go as the pitch comes home. They take off, and Johnson fouls another one back to the screen. It almost looked after the first foul ball in the 3-2 count. Runners didn't want to get going quite as aggressively that time around. Again, the 3-2 and another foul ball. Cody Johnson putting up a fight here against Chase Karn, who's trying to wrap things up in the first. Docs lead 1-0. He winds and fires. Cody in the air, foul ball. That gets out of play. That is 4 straight foul balls on a 3-2 pitch, and as you say that, here comes Coach Scott Shaver out with a fresh set of baseballs for our home plate umpire. And they're going to toss a couple out from the visiting dugout as well. 3 balls, 2 strikes with 2 down and 2 on. Docs leading 1-0 here in the bottom of the first. Glad I brought this little personal air conditioner up to the booth with me here tonight. Actually, I brought it up the other day. Glad I have it with me here tonight. On a 99-degree day, I don't know why we didn't buy one of these sooner. Full count pitch again for Johnson. Karn delivers. He swings. That one fouled in the air. First base side. Could be playable. No. Karn, the pitcher, got there first, but just ran out of room. That one actually landed in the gravel. He overran it just a little bit, his sprint to get to the baseball. Then he ran up against the fencing in front of that visiting dugout down the first base side. Cody Johnson, that's 5 pitches now fouled off, I believe. So the full count will remain. Mandera and Brody Black got to get tired of taking off running, and Cody Johnson continuing to foul off pitches. 3-2 delivery. Karn will step off. Cody back in. His 3-2 pitch coming up yet again. Strike 3 takes it right down the middle. That'll wrap things up here in the first inning. The battle is won by Chase Karn, and the lengthy at-bat there for Cody Johnson. Doc Stewart's get 1 run, though, on 1 hit. There was 1 error, and 2 men left on base. 1-0 our scores. We go to the top of the second inning. You're listening to Doc Stewart's Baseball on CBS Sports Radio, 1490 The Score.
Season is finally here, but remember, respect the water. Don't swim and don't go in the water if it's under 60 degrees. Swimming in water under 60 degrees is life-threatening. It could cause hypothermia, which means your limbs paralyzed and you can't get out of the water. Each day, the water temperature of the Umpqua River will be posted on kpic.com and kval.com, and in the morning weather on KPIC. Respect the water. Know the temperature. Brought to you by the Respect the Water Safety Committee.
Top of the second inning, Doc Stewart's Baseball here on 1490 The Score is brought to you by Good Vibration Solutions for home theater and automotive audio. You can feel it at Good Vibes. Doc Stewart's lead 1-0.
First batter for the Perth, number 20, Mitch Ellison.
First pitch to third baseman Mitch Ellison is in for a strike from Chris Stone with the Doc Stewart's here tonight. One night appearance. Pitch to line drive right side. It's caught by Jonathan Stone, the first baseman, snagging that one out of the air. And there's one away.
David Whitlock.
David Whitlock will stand in next. Whitlock playing in left field for the Colts. And he takes the first pitch for strike 1. Hot night like tonight, everybody's looking to stay cool. A lot of people sitting in the shade back behind home. There's another pitch in for a strike here against Whitlock. That one called for a strike. The 0-2 from Stone, a swing and a miss. His first strikeout of the night, and that is a Joe's Towing strikeout. Joe's Towing, don't strike out when you get stuck. Call Joe's, your local professional. 2 down. Batting next will be the shortstop, Luke Passmore. The 7th hitter in the lineup. Another righty. Haven't seen a lefty yet out of this this Colts team. First pitch just outside for a 1-0 count. Strike across. Watching it go by, Passmore with a 1-1 count. Strike 2 taken. A ball and 2 strikes now against Passmore. Stone looking to wrap it up, and he'll get him to foul off a pitch. Passmore reaching for that one. And he was batting with a wood bat. Didn't notice that, and he splits it. Got it at the very end of the bat, and he was reaching for it, and he splits it off low on the handle. Looks like guys using wood and metal bats for this Colts team. We've seen a little bit of that for the Doc Stewarts this season as well. So he'll get a fresh bat. He walks back in with a new wood bat. Swings and hits a slow roller to second. Caden Johnson's got to come in and get to it. He was backing up thinking that one was coming a little bit faster. Had to charge it as it slowed down on the infield grass. And that'll wrap things up in the second inning. A 1-2-3 frame for Chris Stone on the mound. And the Doc Stewarts remain to lead 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the second on CBS Sports Radio. 1490, the score.
At Brook Communications, our job is to get results for your business, period. We can take your story and tell it to the people you want to reach in a way that compels first-time clients to become repeat customers. We get them through your door so you can do what you were meant to do. Proclaim your sales message to the largest audience of any media company in Douglas County. Brook Communications dominates through the power of 5 radio stations and 541radio.com. Results amplified. Locally owned. Brook Communications.
Peter Griffin from Family Guy.
Goofy.
Okay. Favorite cartoon character? SpongeBob.
Tigger.
All right.
My favorite cartoon character is Squidward.
Bottom of the second inning, Doc Stewart's baseball here on 1490 The Score, brought to you by Douglas County Farmers Co-op, where everyone's welcome to shop. Should make note, I believe we're going to be playing a 9-inning contest here tonight. I might need to double check on that one. Doc's taking on the Perth Colts from Australia. Chase Karn on the mound. Leading things off is going to be Jet Black for the Docs here in the second. They lead 1-0. Jet puts this one in the air shallow right now, not too shallow, drifting back now. That ball carried a bit there for Jet. He'll fly out on the first pitch of the second inning for Chase Karn. One away. Batting next will be Gabe Burke, Doc Stewart's catcher here tonight. Gabe looking to try and get off the schneid a bit at the plate. Behind the plate, he's been doing great, but the hard part has been his bat has not been up to snuff here during the summer season as a pitch high for ball one. Gabe defensively behind the plate has been doing a good job, but his batting average under 100 as he swings and misses at a pitch upstairs for a 1-1 count. But he gets a chance here tonight to work on that in this non-league contest against the Colts. Facing Chase Kern, who will wind and fire with a 1-1 pitch. That one, a line drive, one hopper now back behind second. The throw to first, just in time to get Burke, making the throw across the diamond. Passmore able to get Gabe for the second out. Gabe making that one close, but couldn't beat out the throw. 2 down, and up next is going to be the second baseman, Caden Johnson. Johnson will be the final batter to face Chase Karn for the first time. He takes high and inside for ball one. One-0 delivery. Misses for a 2-0 count. It's been a long trip for these guys. They've been from Australia. They've been all over the place. They've played a lot of the Area 4 teams, like Grants Pass and Medford. Eugene recently as well, as a swing and a miss for a 2-1 count now for Johnson. In fact, I think they might have played Eugene here recently. Yeah, 11-7 just yesterday. It looks like Perth losing against Eugene. And a line drive to third base is going to wrap this one up. Caden Johnson taking a pitch low and just quickly ending the bottom of the second inning with a line drive shot right to third baseman Mitch Ellison. And that'll do it for the bottom of the second inning. We go to the top of the third inning. Doc Stewart's lead 1-0 on top of the Colts from Australia here on CBS Sports Radio, 1490 The Score.
It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
We'll be ready.
Values that last a lifetime.
We need to focus on 3 factors.
Support high school sports and activities in your community. When kids take part, they get set for life.
Top of the third inning, Doc Stewart's Baseball is brought to you by Mahalo Heating and Air Conditioning, your best choice for the finest indoor comfort control. Call them today at 672-6707. Might want to make sure you had called Mahalo before this heat wave came through, but if you're noticing your house not staying as cool as you'd like, now's a good time to call them. I'm sure they're busy, though. It is hot today here in the Umpqua Basin. Chris Stone on the mound for a third inning of work for the Doc Stewarts. Misses high to Hayden Mitchie, the first baseman. 8-9-1 hitters due up for Australia here in the third as a breaking ball in for a strike, a 1-1 count for Stone. Pitch low and outside off the glove for Burke to go to a 2-1 count. The 2-1 fouled off the front foot for Mitchie. He'll have a 2-2 count once he walks that one off and steps back in. Looks like he recovers quickly. Mitchie, Hurst, and then Paulino due up. Two-two delivery coming up for Stone. Chris out of the windup. Misses low. Chris Stone, I remember him being a power guy, likes to throw the fastball, started working on that breaking ball and got that going through his times with the Roseburg Indians. Looks like things have been going well for him in college as he continues on playing, and he gets a fly ball to start things off here in the third. Fly out to Jet Black out in right field for the first out. Hayden Mitchie goes down.
Number 29, the catcher, Nick Hurst.
Nick Hurst will bat next. That'll make it 7 straight retired for Chris Stone after giving up a single, a one-out single to Ash Barnes, the second baseman and number 2 hitter in the lineup for the Colts. One away, the 9-hitter Nick Hurst will bat next. First pitch, a strike to him. Ground ball foul, third base side for strike 2 here against Hurst. Nick Hurst is the catcher. Those guys got to be careful on a day like today. Easy to overheat with all that gear on behind the plate there. Got jammed and fouls it back, stays an 0-2 count. Well, finally found our visiting team on Game Changer, so I'm getting actual spellings of all theirs instead of trying to read somebody else's handwriting, and I'm realizing I might have some names wrong. Pitch in taken on the inside corner for strike 3. It's another Joe's Towing strikeout for Chris Stone. And he's got 2 strikeouts in the ball game. Punches out Nick Hurst. A backwards K, and back to the top of the lineup for Cooper Paulino. First pitch swinging for Paulino goes to shortstop. Johnson across the diamond. Cody will make the final putout. And it's another 1-2-3 frame for Chris Stone. He is now retired 8 straight batters. We go to the bottom of the third. Docs leading 1-0 on CBS Sports Radio, 1490 The Score.
Season is finally here. But remember, respect the water. Don't swim and don't go in the water if it's under 60 degrees. Swimming in water under 60 degrees is life-threatening. It could cause hypothermia, which means your limbs paralyzed and you can't get out of the water. Each day, the water temperature of the Umpqua River will be posted on kpic.com and kval.com, and in the morning weather on KPIC. Respect the water. Know the temperature. Brought to you by the Respect the Water Safety Committee.
Gotta go with barbecue.
Cracked pepper.
Spitz cracked pepper.
Spitz cracked pepper. Aunt Carol's barbecue seeds.
Barbecue.
Ranch. Barbecue.
Barbecue.
Ranch.
Going to the bottom of the third inning so far. Not a lot of offense between the Colts and the Docs in this international contest here tonight from Legion Field. Joey Kieran with you. If you stayed home because of the heat and are watching tonight's game from the luxury of your air-conditioned couch, all I can say is I envy you just a little bit. Wind blowing around just a bit out there. I'm sure sitting in the stands in the shade. Not too bad with just a warm day, but not too bad. As Garrett Russell will lead off things here in the bottom of the third for the Docs and gets on with a bunt single. First base hit for Garrett Russell in the ball game. Russell gets on at first with nobody out. Docs look to add to their 1-0 advantage. Docs baseball here in the third inning, brought to you by Flyaway Travel. Book your travel plans with their travel experts, now located at 1445 West Harvard Avenue in Roseburg. Maybe one of these days we make a return trip down to Australia to go play these guys on their home park. Throw to first base on a sac bunt by Zach Holland. We'll put Garrett Russell at second base. Off the mound, Chase Karn throwing to first for the out. One away, man in scoring position for the Docs now. Jonathan Stone will step in, reached on an error in the first inning and scored the only run of the ball game so far, later on a double by Brody Black. First pitch for Stone is strike 1. Jonathan takes that one down the middle. The 0-1 pitch to Jonathan from Karn. He takes his time, fires in an off-speed pitch, high and away for ball 1. And now a visit out to the mound for Nick Hurst to go talk with Chase Karn. So found out that I thought it was an S on the lineup card, the handwritten one for Matt Goshrin. That's what I thought, but I think it's a G according to what I found in the online roster. So Matt Gogren? Not sure. Swing and a miss for strike 2 here for Jonathan Stone. I didn't get a chance to go through I didn't have the lineup until I got back up in the booth, so I didn't get a chance to go through it with the coaching staff. Well, 1 ball, 2 strikes here against Jonathan Stone with Garrett Russell out at second. Karn holding on the mound, now delivers. Stone fouls it away. So Jonathan Stone will step back in for another 1-2 pitch. Karn delivers, breaking ball, fouled third base side, goes to assistant coach Eric Savage down there in the third base coach's box. One-two delivery yet again. Breaking ball, strike 3 called. Jonathan Stone will go down with the strikeout looking and then is tagged. That ball popping out of the glove for the catcher. Stone hung out there in the batter's box for a moment. Was not necessarily happy about that strike call, mainly on its location. Brody Black hits now. Had a double back in the first inning to drive in the Doc's first run as a man at second base with 2 down. Has another opportunity to do it again here. First pitch was inside for ball 1. In fact, this is a very similar situation to the first, although in the first, Jonathan Stone was at first base. Garrett Russell now at second. 1-0 pitch for Brody. Breaking ball outside for a 2-0 count. He's done a nice job of spreading the ball all over the place. That ball he hit in the first inning down the right field side, and they play the line down there, leaving a big gap out in right field. He's also, he can pull the ball to left field. Looking to steal third, pitch in the dirt, throw down to third, goes into left field. And coming in to score will be Garrett Russell. Russell steals third base, and then on the throwing error takes home. And the Doc Stewarts lead 2-0. And it robs Brody Black of an RBI opportunity. He took the pitch in the dirt for a 3-0 count. But a stolen base to get Garrett Russell to third, and then he comes in to score. And the Doc Stewarts are on top. 2-0. The 3-0 taken for a strike by Brody. Karn looking to get the final out here with nobody on base now. His 3-1 pitch misses inside for ball 4. Brody Black will draw a 2-out walk with nobody on, gets his way down to first.
The next batter.
And up next will be Zach Mandera, who walked back in the first inning. Now 2 walks in the game issued by Chase Karn. One on, 2 down. Mandera. First pitch swinging, a roller towards short. The underhand flip to second base will make the final out. So that'll wrap up things here in the bottom of the third inning. Doc Stewart's add another run. Garrett Russell gets on with a single. Moves up to second on a sacrifice bunt, steals third, and then on the throw into left field while he was stealing third, he comes in to score another run for the Doc Stewarts. They lead 2-0 here on CBS Sports Radio, 1490, The Score.
Douglas County is your home, but no matter where life takes you, Cascade Community Credit Union will be there whenever you need us. Through every adventure, we'll be there with access to over 30,000 no-fee ATMs worldwide. Through every triumph, we'll be there every step of the way with a home mortgage. And through all life's little quirks, we'll be there with one-on-one support to get you back on the road in no time. Neighbors are there for each other, and that's exactly who we are. Cascade Community Credit Union, there whenever you need us.
Gotta go with barbecue.
Cracked pepper.
It's cracked pepper.
Spitz cracked pepper. Aunt Carol's barbecue seeds.
Barbecue.
Ranch.
Barbecue. Barbecue.
Ranch.
If you want to join in on the 50-50 fund, we got tickets being sold, 1 for $1, 3 tickets for $2, 9 tickets for $5 for food and money.
Top of the fourth inning, Doc Stewart's baseball here on The Score, brought to you by Clint Newell Auto Group, your local Chevy, Buick, GMC, and Toyota dealer. Chris Stone on the mound for his 4th inning of work. He has been rocking and firing pretty good as of late as he misses inside for ball 1 to start off things here in the 4th inning. Stone has retired 8 straight batters and 9 of 10. Ground ball chopper to short. Cody Johnson in the hole, bobbled it, throw to first. Not going to be in time. That'll be an error at shortstop. Waiting for it to get to him. Johnson deep in the hole, but still had plenty of time to make the throw, but it looked like it dropped out of his glove, and he bobbled the baseball just a little bit. Got it recovered quickly and across the diamond, but that'll be an E6 to get Ash Barnes on base to lead things off here in the top of the 4th inning. So 1 on, nobody out. First pitch in the dirt for ball 1 against Chase Karn. Gabe Burke smothering that one at the plate and making sure it does not get by. First base runner on since the first for the Colts. Strike down the middle, a 1-1 count. The 1-1 delivery, strike 2. Stone staring in, working out of the stretch here. Runner going on the 1-2 in the dirt. Burke can't find it. It's behind him. It was underneath the umpire, who actually ended up kicking the baseball without realizing it. Burke tracks it down. The runner into second, though, on what will be considered a wild pitch. Stone on the mound. His 2-2 pitch coming up with nobody out and a man in scoring position for the first time tonight for the Colts. 2-2 out in the right field. Jet Black on the run. Jet will get it quick on the one hop. His throw to the plate, cut off by Stone, and he'll hold it there. A run will come in on the ball to right field by Chase Karn. Karn with a single. Drives in Ash Barnes from second, and it's a 2-1 ball game. First run in for the Colts. Still nobody out with a man on at first, and Matt Gorin, maybe that is it. Gorin, that's much easier to pronounce. We'll continue to see if maybe anybody knows on that one. 1 on, nobody out. First pitch, a big swing and a miss for strike 1. Throw over to first base. I told Jonathan Stone before the game, he better make sure he doesn't miss any throws over to first from Chris. His big brother may beat on him after the game, and then I asked, wait, does he actually have any chance of beating on you? And he said, no, not really. Jonathan Stone, the younger brother, going to be a senior next year at Roseburg High School. Chris Stone going to be in his 3rd year at college. Jonathan's at 6'7". Stone at 6'2" last I knew, is a swing and a miss at the plate. Time was called. Foul ball is going to be the call. Back to first base will go Chase Karn. And he was stealing second with the ball fouled off by Gorin.
You get their attention. We have some younger ones up there, so they're easier to get a hold of.
So Chris Stone, last I knew, when he was with the Roseburg basketball team, where they always give you height, he was listed at about 6'2"-ish. His younger brother, Jonathan Stone, at about 6'7", 6'8"-ish. The ball fouled away. Matt Gorin will have an 0-2 count still. So Chris may not be able to beat up on his little brother that much. Chris looks a little thicker. He's had the college weightlifting program to help him out there, but 6'7" is 6'7". Ground ball third base side. Runner was going, and that one takes a Legion Field hop into third base over Zach Mandera. Throw to third to try and get the runner, and it won't get there in time. Up to second base. The throw there. They'll get the runner. Gorin saw the throw go to third. He tries to take second. He gets thrown out after his single. 5-4 the put out at second base for the first out here in the 4th. Chase Karn does get into third safely. And that was a base hit there for Gorin. But he got greedy and gets thrown out at second. Game-tying run, though, now 90 feet from home with Mitch Ellison coming up to the plate. Ellison 0 for 1 with a line out to first baseman Jonathan Stone. First pitch, Fastball low. Second time through the lineup. Starting to feel as if the Colts, now that they've seen Stone once, they've been doing a little bit better. Couple of hits here in this half inning. There's a strike taken on the outside corner for a 1-1 count. We've had 2 singles in this 4th inning, but an error allowed the runner to get on base to score the first run for the Colts. 1-1 outside, a 2-1 count. Docs have some action in their bullpen, and they may just have everybody on a bit of a limit here to make sure they get guys work throughout this one. Docs will have tomorrow off, and then they get back into league play on Monday. 2-1 pitch, breaking ball. He had the batter fooled on that one. Mitch Ellison backing out of the way on the breaking ball. It cuts right over on the inside edge for strike 2. A 2-2 count coming up. Stone delivers the 2-2, swing and a foul ball. Stays a 2-2 count. A punch out here would be big for Doc's pitcher, Chris Stone. He's got 2 punch outs in the game so far. His 2-2 pitch. In the air, this could tie the game. Out to right field, going out is Johnson. The second baseman makes the catch, and they won't send the runner from third. 2 down. Johnson will run it back in. And it remains a 2-1 score in favor of the Doc Stewarts. I thought that one might be deep enough and an awkward play enough for Caden Johnson that they might have tried to send Chase Karn from third, but he holds. Actually, it looked like he might have been playing as if that one might have had a chance to drop, and so he was off the bag at third and had to go back to tag. So Doc Stewarts continue to hold on to the lead, need 1 more out now. And David Whitlock's at the plate. He struck out the first time up, and he'll take the first pitch for strike 1. The 0-1, swing and a miss on a breaking ball for strike 2. The 0-2 delivery coming up for Stone. Trying to get out of this 4th inning without giving up the lead. Swing and a miss. He'll do it. Another Joe's Towing strikeout. Don't get stuck. Don't strike out when you get stuck. Call Joe's Towing, your local professionals. We've made our way to the bottom of the 4th inning. Doc Stewart's give up 1 in the top of the 4th on 2 hits, 1 error, and 1 man left on base in scoring position. Doc Stewart's lead 2-1 as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning on CBS Sports Radio, 1490, The Score.
Peter Griffin from Family Guy. Goofy.
Okay.
Favorite cartoon character? SpongeBob.
Tigger.
All right.
My favorite cartoon character is Squidward.
Bottom of the 4th inning coming up. Doc Stewart's leading 2-1. Doc's Baseball tonight brought to you by Dr. Erlandson Randall. For new patients, mention the code Perfect Smile and receive a free exam and x-rays. Speaking of the Dr. Randalls, they were in action before our game here tonight, taking on the younger squad for the Perth Heat Colts. They got a couple of different teams with them, and the Randalls played before us. We'll cover the score of that one, plus the Pepsi bottle caps are in action today, taking on North Medford. We'll look at the Garrettson Building Supply scoreboard update to get you updates on scores from other local games. Cody Johnson leads things off for the Doc Stewart. Struck out looking back in the first after a lengthy battle. First pitch to him's in the dirt for ball one. He got to a full count and then fouled off like 5 straight pitches. It was quite the battle there for Cody. On the mound, the right-hander. Chase Karn still throwing. Cody will hit one to first, bobbled a bit, but able to get back to it in time. First baseman Hayden Mitchie will make the play for out number 1. One down, Jet Black will bat next for the Doc Stewarts. Jet flew out to right field his first time up. First pitch for Jet. Line drive up the middle, but it's not enough to carry over the infield. Caught by second baseman Ash Barnes for out number 2. Kind of tough to tell sometimes from back behind home exactly how hard those are hit. And that one looked like it was going to get into center field, but it was just ended up being a soft liner to second base for Barnes to make the play on. 2 down, and Gabe Burke will hit. And Chase Karn looking like he could have a quick 1-2-3 inning if he can get the final out here against Burke. Gabe takes lone inside for ball 1. Burke stepping out as it was I think the ball got by on the mound there. Chase Karn will come back to the rubber. Burke's 1-0 to pitch in the dirt for ball 2. So Burke ahead in this at-bat. Looking to get on base for the first time. Grounded out to short his first time up. Ground ball to short again. Charging in, and it's misplayed. At shortstop, Passmore. Came charging in and just knocked it down but couldn't glove it. Gabe Burke reaching on the error. 1 on and 2 down for the Doc Stewarts. Caden Johnson hitting. Last time up, he lined out to third base. First pitch from Karn misses for ball 1 against Johnson. Well, taking a look at some of those other scores we mentioned. Swing and a miss out of Caden Johnson. It's your Garrettson Building Supply scoreboard update, offering a wide range of high-quality lumber, plywood, and building-related materials. Garrettson Building Supply supporting our Douglas County community for over 90 years. The game before ours, the Dr. Randalls taking on the Perth Heat Colts junior team. 15-5 was the final score in 6 innings in favor of the visiting Colts. So the Dr. Randalls had a tough one there. Heard that pitching was tough. They issued a lot of walks in the game. So 15-5 ended in 6 innings in that one. The Pepsi Bottle Caps got a 7-3 win over North Medford earlier today. So the Dr. Randalls losing 15-5, and the Pepsi Bottle Caps winning 7-3 against North Medford. That is your Garrettson Building Supply scoreboard update. Swing and a miss to make it a full count now at the plate for Caden Johnson. Swing and a foul tip on the 3-2 pitch as Burke was taking off on the throw to the plate with 2 down and a full count. The full count pitch now for Karn, and time called just before he got into his delivery. The pitch in the dirt goes by. Burke into second base. He'll get in because Johnson takes the walk on the full count pitch. So the walk puts Johnson at first, moves Burke up to second, even though he was running on the play. Only gets credit going to second base because of the walk. Garrett Russell, the top of the lineup, will come up to hit for the Docs. 2 down and 2 on. Docs looking to add to their lead on top 2-1 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. against the Perth Heat Colts. First pitch for Karn. Kicks and fires. Breaking ball, hit left side, third baseman up with it. And across the diamond, Ellison over to first base to Mitchie for the final out. Docs will leave 2 men stranded on base, but they lead 2-1 as we go to the top of the 5th inning in what I believe is going to be a 9-inning contest here tonight on CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score.
Season is finally here, but remember, respect the water. Don't swim and don't go in the water if it's under 60 degrees. Swimming in water under 60 degrees is life-threatening. It could cause hypothermia, which means your limbs paralyzed and you can't get out of the water. Each day, the water temperature of the Umpqua River will be posted on kpic.com and kval.com, and in the morning weather on KPIC. Respect the water. Know the temperature. Brought to you by the Respect the Water Safety Committee.
Top of the 5th inning, Doc Stewart's Baseball is brought to you by Chuck Swarman Family Auto Repair. Are you ready to go where life takes you? Docs lead 2-1 on top of the visiting Perth Heat Colts. Just a solo game tonight. Docs again have tomorrow off and then back to action with a doubleheader here at home against the visiting Willamette Valley Titans. Area 4 league play back into it. Doc Stewart's. We'll take a look at the standings for them here after their doubleheader on Friday at Klamath Falls. Chris Stone in. Still working for the Doc Stewart's. He gets a foul ball on the first pitch. He tosses to Luke Passmore. Passmore, the shortstop, had an error defensively there in the bottom of the 4th. Shortstop, a tough spot to play here at Legion Field, especially if you've never played here before. Ground ball, fought it off on a breaking ball. Chris to Jonathan. The Stone brothers will make the put out. 1 away.
Next up, number 25, Hayden Mitchie.
Chris gets Passmore out on his front foot, waving at a ball there. Got him fooled on the breaking ball, and he just tapped it right back to the mound. And for Chris Stone, an easy play over to first. 1 away, Hayden Mitchie. First pitch swinging, well hit out towards left field on the run. Holland's going to have to chase that one to the warning track. He gets it there. Mitchie heading for second will get in standing up. Hayden Mitchie, he's a guy that doesn't look like an 8-hitter. He is a big body guy, and Mitchie powers one up to the left field, up power alley, and gets the first extra base hit of the ball game for the Colts. And with that, they've got a man in the game-tying run in scoring position. 1 away, and Nick Hurst will bat next. Hayden Mitchie out there, he's thick and he looks big. I saw him warming up in right field before the game, and I thought, whew, what age group are we playing here? That guy looks like he is probably like a junior in college. Now, he could be, I don't know. There's a pitch in for strike 1 against Nick Hurst, the catcher, who struck out back in the 3rd. Thought it was going to be strike 1. It might have been a pitch outside. It looked like a breaking ball that was right on the edge, but might have just missed. There's a strike, and it is a 1-1 count. Nick Hurst struck out looking as the second out back in the 3rd. A 1-1 delivery is fouled back for strike 2. Well, I want to let everybody know, coming up next Friday night, July 20th, It'll be the Pepsi Bottle Caps taking on the Dr. Randalls here at Legion Field for a league doubleheader between the two local single-A teams. As a pitch, swing and a miss for strike 3. Stone will get another Joe's towing strikeout. That is his 4th of the game and his second one against Nick Hurst. 2 down with a man at second base, and up next it'll be Cooper Paulino, top of the lineup. Paulino 0 for 2 in the ballgame. But coming up next Friday, the Dr. Randalls and the Pepsi Bottle Caps will be squaring off here at Legion Field, and it's going to be Cal Ripken Players Night. Any Cal Ripken baseball players wearing their jerseys get in free for that double header between the Bottle Caps and the Crowns. So make your way on out here, wear your shirt or your hat from last season, and Cal Ripken players get in free July 20th for the single-A doubleheader between the Crowns and the Bottle Caps. Ground ball right side, gets into right field. Up with it, Jet Black. They're going to hold Mitchie at third as the throw from Jet goes all the way to the plate, and it'll be first and third with 2 down. Cooper Paulino will get his first hit of the ball game, going opposite field to right.
The next batter, number 80, Ash Barnes.
Hayden Mitchie, big guy, didn't look like they trusted his speed trying to get to the plate, so they hold him at third. First and third, 2 down, and Ash Barnes, who's 1 for 2 in the ballgame, been on base twice, steps in next. Two to 1 is the score in favor of the Doc Stewarts. Chris Stone trying to make it through the 5th inning. Runner going on the first pitch. The batter fouls it up in the air. Could be playable for Jonathan Stone. Up against the fence, runs out of room. That one into the Cyclone, but Stone on the warning track, being cautious, doesn't go into the fence, crashing in there. So it'll be a strike on the first pitch here to Ash Barnes. The 0-1 delivery coming up for Stone. They've had Noah Burke thrown in the bullpen for a bit. 0-1 pitch from Chris. Runner going again and again. Put up in the air. This time it's out at second base. And Cody Johnson, the shortstop, will make the catch on the second base side of second. Final out made, and once again, the Colts will leave the game-tying run in scoring position. Docs lead 2-1 going to the bottom of the 5th inning on CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score.
At Brooke Communications, our job is to get results for your business, period. We can take your story and tell it to the people you want to reach in a way that compels first-time clients to become repeat customers. We get them through your door so you can do what you were meant to do. Proclaim your sales message to the largest audience of any media company in Douglas County. Brooke Communications dominates through the power of 5 radio stations and 541radio.com. Results amplified. Locally owned. Brooke Communications.
Peter Griffin from Family Guy.
Okay.
Goofy.
Okay.
Favorite cartoon character? SpongeBob.
Tigger.
All right.
My favorite cartoon character is Squidward.
Zero 4 6 2 0 4. 046-204. You have $140.
Bottom of the 5th inning coming up for the Doc Stewarts. They lead 2-1. Zach Holland will lead things off for the Docs this half inning. Brought to you by Fisher's Hearth and Home, serving Douglas County for over 30 years with the largest selection of wood, gas, pellet, and electric stoves and fireplaces. Holland comes up 0 for 1 in this ball game. First pitch swinging, ground ball, first base side. Mitchie gets it, throws to the pitcher covering, and Carnes can't hold on to it. Karn, that is, can't hold on to it. That'll be a throwing error by Mitchie to get Zach Holland on. Mitchie ranging to his right to get to that baseball, but his throw offline, trying to get it to Karn, who was covering the bag at first. Holland will get on. That's the third error of the ball game. Actually, I believe it's the fourth error of the ball game. Yeah, fourth error of the ball game here for the Colts. A throw over to first base by Karn. One on, nobody out. Jonathan Stone up to bat. He is 0 for 2, fouls one back. Stone reached on the error in the first inning, struck out looking on a pitch he felt was questionable back in the third. Pitch high for a 1-1 count now against Stone. Pitch high again for Stone, outside a bit as well, a 2-1 count. Two balls and a strike here for Karn, and he misses low to Jonathan Stone, who has now a 3-1 count. There's a basket of curly fries making their way to a seat here at Legion Field. That's not too shabby. Pitch misses for ball 4 against Jonathan Stone. He'll draw the 5-pitch walk, and for Chase Karn, that's his 4th walk issued in the ballgame. 4th in 5 innings.
The next batter designated.
He's allowed 1 walk in every inning except for the second. Stone on for a second time in the ball game. Up to second base goes Zach Holland. And coming up to bat next will be Brody Black. What is this here? First pitch for Brody, a breaking ball in the dirt for ball 1. Rick making his way up here. You just bring me also an assortment of things. You can't come up here with being empty-handed, can you? A corn dog, popcorn, and a soda. A sody pop. All right. Thanks, Rick. Still working on the cheeseburger you gave me earlier. Maybe I have to call my wife and tell her to make her way up here. She can help me finish off this food. Ground ball, right side goes foul for Brody Black. That's sharply hit into foul territory. Thank you. I was just about to talk about you guys down there. I saw somebody walking by with curly fries. I was about to give the Lions Den a plug, as I like to do, because that means I get to continue to eat, and they continue to ply me with all the good stuff. Yeah, curly fries are making their way by. This popcorn, as always, looks delicious. I got the cheeseburger I'm still planning to eat on, and now I got a corn dog as well. I never go hungry in the press box here at Legion Field. You won't either if you stop by at the Lions Den as a pitch or a look back to first. Brody Black with a 1-1 count at the plate. Out on the mound, Chase Karn, set, facing Brody with 2 men on and nobody out. Off-speed pitch is high for a 2-1 count. Of course, as you make your way here to Legion, always stop on by the Lions Den. I always say bring a few bucks, but they take your cards now too. Even for those guys from Australia, I saw them paying with a card. It works there as well, apparently. They've got all the hot dogs, hamburgers, chili fries, curly fries, Frito pie, ice cream, sodas. Everything you need is another foul ball for Brody. Gives him a 2-2 count. Everything you need down at the Lions Den. And it's all delicious. And nice on a hot day like today. Like some Umpqua dairy ice cream on a day like today. Not too shabby. It at least helps make you feel like you could be a little bit cooler. Hot one today here in Roseburg. 2-2 pitch. And time called before the next pitch. Brody Black had a double in his first at-bat as he takes for ball 3, goes to a full count. So with that double in the first at-bat, I didn't get a chance to note this earlier, but he's now got a 9-game hit streak going. So Brody doing well. His full count pitch coming up, ball 4. And he'll head on down to first to load the bases. Zach Holland up to third. Out to second goes Jonathan Stone. Brody Black now on at first. And here comes a visit out to the mound for the Colts coaching staff. So Brody Black has a 9-game hitting streak now after his first hit. Caden Johnson saw his hit streak end in Game 2 of the doubleheader against Klamath Falls on Friday. Doran Gillespie has a 12-game hit streak, but he's not in the lineup here tonight.
Let's get some food away for the
And Zach Holland, he also extended his hit streak in the doubleheader against Klamath Falls. Now has a 7-game hit streak, but he's without a hit here in this one. I do believe this is going to be a 9-inning contest. So these guys should have some more chances. He's currently on at third as the bases are loaded with nobody out in the bottom of the 5th inning. And Chase Karn will stay on the mound after getting the visit from the Colts coaches. First pitch now for Zach Mandera. He swings, got jammed. That one a floater past third, goes foul for strike 1. Got jammed and got around on it, but just floated it out past third for a foul ball. Oh, 1 count for Mandera. Breaking ball just misses for a 1-1 count. A 1-1 delivery. Coming up for Chase Karn as we get some action headed down to the bullpen for the Colts. Breaking ball taken for strike 2. One-two pitch in the dirt, knocked down behind the dish by Hurst. So Zach will have a 2-2 count. Chase Kern trying to get out of a bit of a sticky situation here in the 5th. The 2-2 pitch for Mandera in the air out to left field, going back. The left fielder Whitlock circles underneath it, makes a catch. Holland will tag in advance. He'll come in to score. Docs lead 3-1. For a bit there, wasn't sure if Whitlock was going to get himself underneath that one, but he does make the catch for the out. It'll be a sacrifice fly for Zach Mandera. Gets an RBI out of it.
Cody Johnson.
1 away, and the Doc Stewarts get a run. First pitch for Cody Johnson, strike 1 at the knees. Johnson in this one, 0 for 2. Last time up, grounded out to first base. His 0-1 pitch. Karn kicks and fires. Misses inside for a 1-1. Let's see here. See if we can identify the pitcher down in the bullpen for the Colts. They don't have the numbers on the front of the jersey, so if he turns around, I might have an idea. Not going to get a chance before the next pitch. 1-1 delivery from Karn. Breaking ball. Too far inside. Cody will take it. The Australian team down 3-1. The 2-1 pitch for Johnson. Karn kicks and delivers. Ground ball right side. Second baseman charging. Goes to second for 1. No chance to go to first. They've got Stone off the bag at third. They'll throw to the plate. It's in the dirt. Stone heading back to third. He throws. He gets in. The ball knocked down by the backup man, left fielder Whitlock. Stone will get back in safely. Smart play out at second base by the shortstop Passmore. Second baseman Barnes throws to second for the out. Got the lead, or got the runner at second. That was Brody Black. 4-6 for the second out at second base. The shortstop Passmore realized he probably wasn't going to get Cody Johnson at first, so Cody reached on a fielder's choice Probably wasn't going to get Cody, so he spun and threw back to third base where Jonathan Stone had taken an aggressive turn at third and was off the bag. And Ellison at third base was there, but they got him in a rundown. The throw to the plate was low, and then the throw from the catcher, Hurst, back to third to try and get Stone, who was racing to the bag. The throw got away. Backing up the play was Whitlock, though, and Whitlock makes sure that Jonathan Stone wasn't able to get up and try to advance to home. So Jonathan Stone got back in safely at third after getting in the rundown. Second and third with one out. I make it 2 outs now. At the plate, Jet Black fouled off the first pitch, takes on a breaking ball for strike 2. So a little bit of a wild bit of action there. Swing and a miss, and that'll finish things off here in the bottom of the 5th. Docs get just 1 run across, and they lead 3-1 as we go to the top of the 6th inning. 1 run in for the Doc Stewarts. They leave 2 men stranded. We're through 5 innings. Docs in front 3-1 on CBS Sports Radio, 1490 The Score.
It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
We'll be ready.
Values that last a lifetime.
We need to focus on 3 factors.
Support high school sports and activities in your community. When kids take part, they get set for life.
Two, 6, 6. Little Brother Pub up here at the scores booth. And take a look at your program.
We go to the top of the 6th inning. Doc Stewart's leading 3-1 over the visiting Perth Heat Colts from Australia.
Program number 60. Program number 60.
Doc Stewart's trying to pick up win number 13 in a row here at home. They've won 12 straight after losing their season opener against the Mid-Valley Southpaws. And now they've reeled off 12 straight wins at home. They're on top 3-1 over the Colts. Chris Stone, his day is done for the Doc Stewarts as Noah Burke will take over. It's a Shelby and Migulena construction call to the pen. Shelby and Migulena Construction, your local leaders for any project, big or small, 30 years of quality, affordable work. Give them a call or visit their website, webuildhouses.com. So Noah Burke takes over for Chris Stone here in the top of the 6th. Docs have a 3-1 lead to try and protect. Also have some other defensive changes we will let you know about. Let's see here. Let me check around.
First batter for the Perth Colts, number 21.
Jacob Luther takes over at second base. And Cade Meisner gets a chance to play at third as Noah Burke's first pitch fouled back to the screen by Chase Karn for strike 1. So Luther at second, Meisner at third. Doran Gillespie enters the game in left field. And those are your defensive changes. 0-1 pitch for Burke. And it looks like Leischner has taken over behind the plate. A 1-1 count. And Leischner will head out to the mound to have a conversation with Noah Burke. Still got Jonathan Stone at first, Cody Johnson at short, Garrett Russell in center, and Jet Black in right. Pitch in for a strike for Noah. He's got a 1-2 count here against Chase Karn. Breaking ball high and inside. So straight switch. Chris Stone comes out. Didn't expect him to play somewhere defensively. He's focused on being just a pitcher at the college level, so I figured they'd just have him pitch. Outside in the dirt, goes to a full count now for Karn, who is 1 for 2 in the ballgame with an RBI single. Three-two pitch from Burke goes to short. Johnson will have it. Cody over to Jonathan Stone. 6-3 the put out. And you've got your first out. One away.
The next batter, number 44, Matt Goshorn.
Matt Gorin will come in next. 1 for 2 in this ball game. Last time up had a single against Stone. First pitch from Burke. He takes for strike one. All right, I think I've gotten all caught up on all the defensive changes for the Docs. Foul ball down the right side, an 0-2 count now here against Gorin. If I'm butchering that and we have any of the fans for the Colts listening somewhere out of town, we do apologize. I didn't get a chance to get the pronunciation, and it didn't look like the way it's actually spelled. It didn't look like that on the lineup card. It looked like an S, and I guess it's a G. Although now I look at it again, and I can see how it's a G. Ground ball for Gorin to second base. Luther getting his first action defensively. Makes the put out at first, 2 down. Noah Burke doing a nice job. A couple of quick outs.
20, Mitch Ellison.
2 down, nobody on base. Mitch Ellison will stand in. Ellison 0 for 2 in the game. A line out and a pop out. The first pitch, strike one. The 0-1, hit left side, diving attempt, and it goes under the reaching arm of Cody Johnson into left field. Gillespie will get it. And the Doc Stewarts, with 2 outs, will have a man now. The Colts, will have a man at first with 2 down. Ellison getting on with that slow roller through the left side, but just found the hole at short. Didn't get out in a hurry, but it just able to get by Cody Johnson there at short. Ellison getting his first hit of the ball game. For the Colts, that's their 6th. First pitch now for David Whitlock. A chopper left side. Johnson will take it on the short hop, knocks it down, and everybody will be safe. I'm going to put it down as a hit for Whitlock there. I don't even know if Cody Johnson, if he makes the play, I don't even know if he has a chance to make the out at first. That one took a couple of high hops through the infield grass, and Whitlock, I'm pretty sure, had enough speed to beat that one out, and that'll be an infield single for the Colts, and they've got 2 men on with 2 down, and Luke Passmore, the shortstop, due up next. Believe it or not, the Colts out hitting the Doc Stewarts in this one. As a pitch high and inside for ball 1 for Passmore, who's 0 for 2. 7 hits in the ball game for the Colts, just 2 hits in the game for the Doc Stewarts. Brody Black with a double in the first. And Garrett Russell with a bunt single in the third. That's it so far. Passmore with a 1-1 count. Noah Burke trying to get out of the top of the 6th. He gets a strike across for a 1-2 count. One ball, 2 strikes. Burke coming in. Gets a swing and a miss. The ball was in the dirt. That is out number 3. And Doc's got to get some guys back on the field. And the umpire, that ball was in the dirt. The batter went to first, but the umpire called him out, and that's going to get an argument out of the coaching staff for the Colts here. Their runners kept going. Third base coach here for the Colts is going to argue the call, but home umpire called him out, and that's going to stand. Luke Passmore will strike out. It's a Joe's towing strikeout for Noah Burke. And I don't know if you can appeal any of that or what you would do, but umpires aren't going to discuss it. And the Doc Stewarts are going to get out of that one without having a blunder to finish off the top of the 6th inning. 3-1 still the score as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning on CBS Sports Radio, 1490 the score.
Season is finally here, but remember, respect the water. Don't swim and don't go in the water if it's under 60 degrees. Swimming in water under 60 degrees is life-threatening. It could cause hypothermia, which means your limbs paralyzed and you can't get out of the water. Each day, the water temperature of the Umpqua River will be posted on kpic.com and kval.com, and in the morning weather on KPIC. Respect the water. Know the temperature. Brought to you by the Respect the Water Safety Committee.
Gotta go with barbecue.
Cracked pepper.
Spitz cracked pepper.
Spitz cracked pepper.
Aunt Carol's barbecue seeds.
Barbecue.
Ranch.
Barbecue.
Barbecue.
Ranch.
Chase Karn still throwing in this one for the Colts. He'll face Gabe Burke. It'll be Kyler Leischner, who came in defensively. Caden Johnson, that'll be Jacob Luther. And then Garrett Russell, who's still in the game. So that is a look at our three hitters coming up. It'll be Leischner leading things off. First at-bat of the ballgame for him. Checks in for Gabe Burke, who went 0 for 2 with reaching on an error. First pitch in, Leischner takes it to second base. Sharp hit ground ball over to first. They'll make the 4-3 put out, one away. Doc Stewart's Baseball Today brought to you by Cascade Community Credit Union, belong to Douglas County.
The next batter, number 2, Jacob Luther.
So Leischner doesn't take long on his first at-bat. First pitch swinging. He grounds out to Ash Barnes there at second base. Jacob Luther gets his first at-bat of the ball game, takes a breaking ball for strike one. Trying to make sure, haven't seen any defensive changes for the Colts. Ground ball third base side, but foul. Mitch Ellison over there giving chase into foul territory. No balls, 2 strikes against Jacob Luther. So far, the infield all looks to be the same. 0-2 pitch. Luther will take it for strike 3. It's a strikeout for Chase Karn, his 4th of the ball game. 2 away.
The next batter, number 1, Garrett Russell.
Russell, the leadoff man, will stand in with 2 down and nobody on base. Docs lead 3-1 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Karn delivers. First pitch, breaking ball in the dirt for ball 1. It looks like for the most part, I think everybody is the same as they have been throughout this contest for the Colts. A 1-0 pitch coming up for Russell. 1 for 3 in the ball game for him. Takes a strike on the outside corner. The Doc Stewarts will get back to league play coming up on Monday. They're in second place, alone in second place. Is a 1-1 pitch. Russell takes for strike 2. Docs behind Medford by 3 games. Medford at 10-2. Docs are at 7-5. You've got Eugene in third place. As a ground ball fouled off. Stays a 2-2 count, or a 1-2 count. Eugene at 6-6. They are 4 games back. Then you've got Willamette Valley and Grants Pass are both 5-7. And then Klamath Falls at the bottom is 3-9 in league play. 1-2 pitch, fouled away again. Russell continues to stay alive. So the Doc Stewart's got a big series coming up against Willamette Valley here if they want to continue to stay in contention for a possible league crown. Medford at the top right now. But if the Docs can get a series win against Willamette Valley, they'll keep themselves in contention against the Mustangs. As a pitch inside rides in a bit too much, and Garrett Russell will take the hit by pitch. First hit batter of the ball game for either side. And we'll continue on here in the sixth. Russell down to first. Garrett Russell, hit by pitch. Let's take a look-see. Russell's been now, well, that is his first hit by pitch.
Number 21, Doran Gillespie.
For some reason, I am shocked by that. I thought he had been hit by pitches before. He takes in the, Doran Gillespie will take a pitch in the dirt, and out to second base will go Russell. Huh. So now man in scoring position with a 1-0 count for Doran Gillespie. Gillespie batting for Zach Holland here, who was in left field. Gillespie was one of the team leaders in hit by pitch during the spring season for the Roseburg Indians. And he took off early, now caught in a rundown between second and third. The pitcher racing him down. He's going to pitch to third, and the ball got dropped. Russell will get in safely somehow, some way. Russell got caught in a rundown. The pitcher, Chase Karn, tried to chase him and make the tag. He got a little off balance and flipped to third baseman Mitch Ellison, and Ellison, with the ball late trying to apply the tag, lost a handle on it, and Russell gets in safely. Man at third with the 1-0 count and the pitch in the dirt to Doran Gillespie. So Gillespie now with a chance to drive in a run. He's looking to extend a 12-game hit streak, getting an at-bat here late in this ball game. He swings and fouls it off for strike one off the catcher and maybe off the umpire there as well. Two-one pitch. Ground ball to short. In front of it, Passmore. Throw was in the dirt, but it's snagged out by Mitchie. And that will finish things off in the bottom of the sixth inning. Doc Stewart's leave a man stranded at third base. No runs on no hits. There were no errors and one man left on. We head to the top of the seventh inning. 9-inning contest for us here. Doc Stewart's leading 3-1 on CBS Sports Radio, 1490 The Score.
Douglas County is your home, but no matter where life takes you, Cascade Community Credit Union will be there whenever you need us. Through every adventure, we'll be there with access to over 30,000 no-fee ATMs worldwide. Through every triumph, we'll be there every step of the way with a home mortgage. And through all life's little quirks, we'll be there with one-on-one support to get you back on the road in no time. Neighbors are there for each other, and that's exactly who we are. Cascade Community Credit Union, there whenever you need us.
Gotta go with barbecue.
Cracked pepper.
Spitz cracked pepper.
Spitz cracked pepper. Aunt Carol's barbecue seeds.
Barbecue.
Ranch.
Barbecue.
Barbecue.
Ranch.
Top of the seventh inning, Doc Stewart's brought to you by optometrist Dr. Bonnie Gower. She's here to open your eyes to more options when it comes to your vision. To find out more or to schedule your appointment, call her at 440-2590. Hayden Mitchie, Nick Hurst, and Cooper Paulino, the three hitters due up here in the seventh. After realizing my mistake, I found out that Garrett Russell's now been beamed 9 times this summer with the Doc Stewarts. That's why I was surprised, because Garrett is actually leading the team in that category, and if that had been his first, that's why I was a little surprised. I was looking at his pitching statistics, and he hasn't beamed anybody while pitching. But he has been beamed now 9 times while batting. First pitch for Noah Burke against Hayden Mitchie is in for strike 1. Noah Burke coming on in relief for Chris Stone. I was going to say Gabe Burke for some reason. Pitch misses outside, goes to a 1-1 count here against Mitchie. This season, Noah Burke comes in now 20 innings worked. He's got a 4.95 ERA as he misses low for a 2-1 count. Burke this season, a 3-0 record on the mound with 1 save and 2 opportunities. He gives up a line drive shot out towards left center that falls in. Russell will cut it off. Mitchie will get on with his second hit of the game, a single to left center. Last time he hit it a little bit harder. It carried out to that area and got in for a double. This time just a long single for him. So Noah Burke, he's actually got the best winning percentage on the team for the Doc Stewarts at 3-0 on the year. First pitcher to get to 3 wins on the season as well. Gives up a single to lead things off here in the 7th inning. 1 on, nobody out. Nick Hurst, the catcher, 0 for 2 in the game with a pair of strikeouts, both against Chris Stone, who started the game. We'll get you his line here in a moment as the lights start to come on at Legion. Shadows starting to cast all the way across the field. Hurst will put this into the air. First time he puts the ball in play, it results in a fly out to Garrett Russell. 1 down. And up next will be the top of the lineup, Cooper Paulino. Paulino 1 for 3 in this ball game. He had a single his last time up in the 5th inning. Second to last batter to face off against Chris Stone in the game. He puts this one to right field. Jet Black hanging tight. He will take a couple of steps in and catches that one in the air for the second out. That ball just continued to carry. Off the bat, I thought for sure it was going to die a little bit sooner. Thankfully, I'm not playing right field. Jet Black had that one read all the way.
Number 80, Ash Barnes.
2 down. Ash Barnes will hit with 1 man on base. Chris Stone to start the game went 5 innings, gave up 5 hits, 1 run. It was unearned. No walks and 4 strikeouts. Not a bad start for the fill-in starter for the Doc Stewarts. Chris Stone making his way back, putting on a Doc Stewart once again after a couple of years hiatus. It's been a couple of years since Stone was on this team. 0-1 pitch, up in the air, back behind home, fouled away for strike 2 here for Barnes. In fact, I wonder if I've got a scorecard in this current book with Chris Stone in the lineup.
Foul balls are being sponsored by Novice Glass on Northeast Stevens.
Let's see here. He wasn't with the team last year, so I don't know why I'm looking at that. A pitch misses for a 1-2 count for Burke. Noah's got the advantage still, but gives up one there. Yeah, I don't think my book's going to go back far enough to have one with Chris Stone in it. Misses inside, evens up the count. A 2-2 count now for Noah Burke and the batter, Ash Barnes. Oh, wait, there he is. 2-2 pitch, line drive shot to center field, gets in front of Russell. He'll take it on the 1 hop, and Barnes will have his second hit of the game. Right back up the middle of the infield. Line drive shot, drops in for a 2-out single, putting runners at first and second. So Burke will have to face another batter with 2 down and 2 on.
The next batter, number 21, Chase Karn.
Up next, Chase Karn, the pitcher, will stand in. We have seen some action in the bullpen for this Colts squad, but they have not made a pitching change yet as a first pitch breaking ball in for strike 1. So it looks like the last game I had with Chris Stone in the lineup was back in 2016 on July 23rd. As a ball in the air out to right field, going back, Jet Black on the track, actually right in front of it. He makes the grab for the final out. Docs will get out of the top of the 7th inning. And it doesn't look like anybody's planning on shaking hands soon, so I think that's confirmation we're headed to a 9-inning contest. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Doc Stewart's lead 3-1 here on CBS Sports Radio, 1490 The Score.
Peter Griffin from Family Guy.
Goofy.
Okay.
Favorite cartoon character? SpongeBob.
Tigger.
All right.
My favorite cartoon character is Squidward.
New man on the mound for the visiting Colts as we start the bottom of the 7th, and I think the 9-inning contest has surprised a few folks here in the stadium tonight. I'm pretty sure the number on the mound was 24. Do you got a 24? I don't see anybody on my lineup card with the number 24. We'll see if we can figure this out here. It looks like Chase Karn has stayed in the game and goes to left field. I think David Whitlock might be coming out of the game. I haven't seen him placed anywhere else. Yeah, it looks like it is just it's going to be a switch for Whitlock as Karn will move to left field. And the new man on the mound will be number 24. We'll see if we can figure out a number on that one. First pitch swinging. Jonathan Stone will be the first man to face the new pitcher. Jonathan Stone fouls off the first one for strike one. Stone comes into the game into this matchup and this at bat 0 for 2. Takes a breaking ball outside for a 1-1 count. Stone puts one high in the air. First base side, long run, and it's out of play. That'll be strike two against Stone. All right, there we go. Hancock, I think, is going to be number 24, and he comes in to pitch. Parker Hancock, I believe, is going to be the pitcher now. Their online roster has him as number 24, so let's go with it. Talking with the PA guy here in the booth. Another ball in the air for Stone, and he's going to foul that one backhand behind us. It'll get out of play. He'll stay alive. Jonathan Stone with a battle going on here against what we're going to assume is Parker Hancock.
All foul balls is sponsored by Novice.
Takes over for Chase Karn, who we believe now is out in left field. No, I not believe. I know that he's out in left field. Again, a 1-2 pitch for Stone, and he takes it for strike three. Breaking ball got him frozen, and Jonathan Stone will go down with the strikeout. One away for Parker Hancock, and Brody Black in next. So Chase Karn goes 6 innings worked for the Colts. First pitch, a breaking ball inside corner for a called strike. So Karn, 6 innings work, gave up just 2 hits. There's another strike in against Brody for an 0-2 count. Just 2 hits, gave up 3 runs, only 1 of them earned. We could possibly have a tie ball game if the defense had played a little bit better behind Chase Karn. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball outside. That is a strikeout there for Brody Black, 2 down.
The next batter, number 13, Zach. Oh, excuse me, not number 13.
So 2 down, and up next will be
Meisner.
Cade Meisner. Final of the defensive substitutions to get a chance to hit, I believe. Meisner steps in with 2 down and nobody on base. First pitch, fastball for strike 1. Out there on the mound, throwing bullets here is Parker Hancock. He's got 2 strikeouts so far. Gets a swing and a miss for strike 2 against Meisner. And a swing and a miss. He'll strike out the side. Meisner goes down, 1, 2, 3. Doc Stewart's can't touch Parker Hancock, who comes on in relief in the bottom of the 7th. We'll head to the top of the 8th. Doc still lead 3-1, hanging on to the slim margin for a possible victory at home against the Colts. Back after this on 1490 The Score.
Season is finally here, but remember, respect the water. Don't swim and don't go in the water if it's under 60 degrees. Swimming in water under 60 degrees is life-threatening. It could cause hypothermia, which means your limbs paralyzed and you can't get out of the water. Each day, the water temperature of the Umpqua River will be posted on kpic.com and kval.com, and in the morning weather on KPIC. Respect the water. Know the temperature. Brought to you by the Respect the Water Safety Committee.
Top of the 8th inning, Doc Stewart's leading 3-1 against the visiting Perth Heat Colts from Australia. Doc's Baseball Tonight brought to you by Cruise Farms Market, now open for the season. Don't forget the pie. 9-inning game here. Doc's leading 3-1. Looking for that 13th straight win here at home. Leading things off is going to be Matt Gorin. First pitch, he takes low for ball 1 from Noah Burke. Strike in for Burke. Noah trying to hang on to this lead. He's into his 3rd inning of work. If he pitches out the rest of the game, might have a chance at a save. As a line drive fly ball out to right field. Well struck, but right to Jet Black. 1 away as Gorin goes down with the out. He's 1 for 4 in the ball game now. 1 down, nobody on base.
The next batter, number 20.
Up next,
Ellison.
Mitch Ellison will hit 1 for 3 in the game. Last time up had a single against Noah Burke. First pitch swinging, line drive, softly hit towards shallow center field. Gets in for a base hit. Ellison was 0 for 2 against Chris Stoney. He's 2 for 2 now against Noah Burke. Gets on with 1 away. Ellison would be the 2nd run of the game if he's able to come around to score for the Colts here. They trail by 2. First pitch swinging here for David Whitlock. That is the new pitcher, Parker Hancock. And Hancock does take it to left field. Comes in relief and takes over the spot for David Whitlock. and making an immediate impact. He struck out the side and now gets a single on the first pitch he sees. So Hancock puts runners at first and second, and we're going to have a call to the pen. Just like that, they'll decide to make the move, and it's Jonathan Stone, who I didn't get a chance to say had come out of the game at first base, getting a chance to warm up, and now Stone will take over on the mound. Stone gets to take the rubber, and I don't know if they got to bring in a new first baseman. Brody Black was at first. It looks like maybe he's getting a different glove. Yeah, he was running in with one glove. I think now, he's getting his batting glove. Okay, there we go. I was wondering if he had to come out of the game. All right, we'll figure it all out here as we make the switch. Doc Stewart's baseball, you are listening to it. We'll take a 60-second break for the pitching change. We'll be back after this here on CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score.
At Brook Communications, our job is to get results for your business, period. We can take your story and tell it to the people you want to reach in a way that compels first-time clients to become repeat customers. We get them through your door so you can do what you were meant to do. Proclaim your sales message to the largest audience of any media company in Douglas County. Brook Communications dominates through the power of 5 radio stations and 541radio.com. Results amplified. Locally owned. Brook Communications.
Peter Griffin from Family Guy.
Okay. Goofy.
Okay.
Favorite cartoon character? SpongeBob.
Tigger.
All right.
My favorite cartoon character is Squidward.
Now batting number 34, Austin Guttar.
Jonathan Stone will take over on the mound here in the top of the 8th inning. 2 runners on, 1 out. He inherits the 2 runners on base from Noah Burke as he takes over. Third pitcher on the mound for the Docs in the ball game. A 1-0 delivery is fouled away by Luke Passmore. And it's not Luke Passmore. It'll be a new hitter here. Pinch hitter for Passmore. We'll find out who. As the runners both running on a swing and a miss. The throw to third. Meisner will apply the tag. Ellison thrown out trying to steal third. Parker Hancock will get into second base. The double steal only works out for 1. And you've got 2 down now with the runner out at second base. At the plate, a 1-2 count here for the new man. Takes outside for a 2-2 count. So Jonathan Stone takes over on the mound. Right now facing, let's see here, Athan Yatar. The 2-2 pitch, a swing and a miss, and he'll go down for the final out. Jonathan Stone comes in, gets a little defensive help, and then gets a strikeout to finish off the inning. And the Doc Stewarts remain up 3-1 as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning on CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score.
For the Perth Colts in the 8th inning.
It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
We'll be ready.
Values that last a lifetime.
We need to focus on 3 factors.
Support high school sports and activities in your community. When kids take part, they get set for life.
Back here for the bottom of the 8th inning. Doc Stewart's in front 3-1. Stick around for the Roseburg Disposal postgame show after the game. We'll recap this one. On the mound, Parker Hancock will face the Doc Stewart's Cody Johnson, Jet Black, and Kyler Leischner as the Docs look to add some insurance in the 8th inning. So, a couple of things I was going to note there in the bottom of the 8th, but the count stealing kind of expedited the inning a little bit. Jonathan Stone came in on the Shelby and Miguelena construction call to the pen. Comes in for Noah Burke, who comes out of the game, did not give up a run in his, let's see, it was 2 1/3 innings worked for him. Jonathan Stone comes in. That means we had both Stone brothers on the mound in this ball game. That's a first. Never got to say that before. Leading things off, Cody Johnson will take the first pitch outside from Parker Hancock for ball 1. So Stone takes over on the mound and able to get the strikeout there after the double steal didn't work out the way that the Colts were hoping for, as a breaking ball inside this time against Johnson called for a strike. So Stone comes in the 8th inning. If he pitches the 9th and the Docs win, he'll get a save as Johnson fouls one off. Cody with a 1-2 count leading things off here. So had quite a few changes here, but it looks like at least everything for the most part I think is working out. A quick reminder that coming up next Friday night this week here, it'll be the Cal Ripken night here at the ballpark as a pitch outside, 2-2 for Johnson. Everybody wearing a every kid wearing a Cal Ripken jersey, shirt, or hat from last year gets in free to the ballpark to see the Dr. Randalls and the Pepsi bottle caps next Friday night. Breaking ball too far inside for Johnson, and it gives him a full count. And I'd imagine that doubleheader probably starting at 5 o'clock here at Legion Field between the bottle caps and the crowns. Swinging at a high pitch. It's a slow chopper left side. Coming in, the third baseman. Throw to first will be in time to get Cody Johnson. Ellison across the diamond for out number 1. Cody, the first batter to put a ball in play against Parker Hancock, came in and struck out the side in the bottom of the 7th, his first inning of relief. So at least the Docs making a little bit of progress here in the 8th. 1 away. Jet Black will hit. Jet steps in 0 for 3 in this one. First pitch swinging. He pops out one high and way out of play. Oh, 1 count for Jet. He'll take in the dirt. Evens up things at 1-1. Zach Mandera, it looks like, I think, getting a little bit of throwing in the bullpen. I don't know if they're going to expect him to really pitch here. Zach likely going to be ready for Monday's doubleheader against Willamette Valley. Maybe they bring him in for just a short inning of relief. Breaking ball in for a called strike. And Jet with a 1-2 count. The 1-2 outside, and it goes to a 2-2 count. Hancock wants a new baseball out there as he gets ready to try and toss a strikeout pitch coming up. 2 balls, 2 strikes against Jet Black. The Roseburg right fielder will step back in, trying to get something going offensively. Docs have not had a lot of offense tonight, but they do lead. 2-2 pitch outside. Full count now. That's back-to-back hitters to take it to a full count. Docs with just 2 hits in this ball game. 3 runs, but 2 hits. Swing and a miss out of Jet. Another strikeout for Hancock. 2 down. Jet looked like he got a little fooled on that pitch. Goes down swinging.
The next batter, number 9, Kyler.
4th strikeout. And in an inning and 2/3 for Parker Hancock. Kyler Leischner will try to stop the bleeding here for the Doc Stewarts. See if he can find a way on base. First pitch swinging up the middle, and it gets into center field. Both second and short had a look at getting to that baseball. Neither one could, and Leischner will get the first hit of the game against Parker Hancock. The reliever has come in and been lights out, but Leischner able to get one through against him. So Kyler Leishner on base, 1 for 2 in the contest. Jacob Luther will come up next, struck out swinging back in the 6th. His only at-bat so far as he came on in relief at second base for Caden Johnson. Doran Gillespie might be in the dugout hoping to get a chance to hit here for multiple reasons as a pitch low and outside. If Gillespie gets a chance to hit here in the 8th inning, most likely that means the Docs have either scored or would be very close to scoring. It's the 1-0 for Luther. He takes high for ball 2. The other reason is Doran Gillespie has a 12-game hit streak going. I believe that's a season high for the Doc Stewarts. No player having one longer than that. But he's 0 for 1 in this game after coming in the 6th inning in a pinch hit, or excuse me, in a his first at bat after coming in the game midway through defensively out in left field. Kind of feels like a cheap way for a hit streak to come to an end. But I assume that that's kind of the way the bookkeeping works around baseball. As a pitch high and away for ball 3 against Luther. He's had Gillespie playing in this game, so if he doesn't get a hit, that means that he played in the game, didn't get a hit. Your hit streak comes to an end. Kind of a bummer of a way to get it to happen as a pitch goes in for a strike down the middle against Luther. But it is the case. If the Docs hold on to their 3-1 lead, the bottom of the 9th, they wouldn't need to hit, so Gillespie wouldn't get a chance to hit in the 9th inning if he doesn't get up here in the 8th. The 3-1, a swing and a miss out of Luther, gives him a full count. Third batter here in the 8th inning to go to a full count against Parker Hancock. He's trying to wrap it up with another strikeout to get it to the 9th inning and see if the Colts can storm back. But he misses outside for ball 4. So Luther draws a walk. Gillespie getting closer to a chance to bat here in the 8th. I'm worried about that hit streak. Garrett Russell will hit. 2 on, 2 out. Russell, 1 for 3, was hit by a pitch in the 6th inning by Chase Karn, the starting pitcher for the Colts, who has since exited the game. First pitch to Russell, inside, ball 1. Brody's extended his hit streak. Holland is going to see his hit streak at 7 games come to an end. He has come out of the game defensively, and he went 0 for 2. Pitch way high for ball 2 against Russell. Lost a handle on that one. Did Parker Hancock. (2-0) the count here for Russell. Bottom of the 8th inning. Docs lead 3-1. Russell up the middle. Picked up by the second baseman. Throw to first. Not in time. Russell gets on with his second hit of the game. Give credit to Ash Barnes, out almost in the outfield grass. Backhands that, turns and throws, and almost gets a speedy Garrett Russell. That was a heck of a defensive play on the infield for the second baseman, but he doesn't get it to first in time, and the Doc Stewarts will have the bases loaded. And Doran Gillespie will get a chance to hit. As I mentioned, he was hopeful it would happen for many reasons. Gets a chance to extend his hit streak and a chance to help the Doc Stewarts score a run. They've got the bases loaded with 2 down. Gillespie's first pitch coming up from Hancock. Breaking ball for a strike. Gillespie was the last batter to face Chase Karn, and he's going to be the last batter to face Parker Hancock for the first time. Hancock on the mound, kicks in the 0-1. Inside, a 1-1 count for Doran. Lights taking full effect here as we make our way to the late stages of this ball game. Sun is at the horizon but hasn't set yet. It's a 1-1 and it beans Gillespie. He gets credit for an RBI, but he won't get a hit, and likely his hit streak comes to an end with that pitch. Doc Stewarts take a 4-1 lead here in the bottom of the 8th. And on the hit by pitch for Doran Gillespie, scoring will be Kyler Leishner. Up the third goes Luther. Garrett Russell goes to second, and Gillespie on at first, and Jonathan Stone will hit here. 0 for 3 in this ball game with a walk and 2 strikeouts. He takes the first pitch for strike 1. Well, that's too bad. Gillespie still shaking that arm out just a little bit there at first as he got hit on the bicep, it looked like. Well, maybe tricep. Ball in the air on the infield. Charging in. The ball lands. It's a run in. Another run coming in to score. Docs will get 2 on an infield single on the infield. And Jonathan Stone, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. He gets an infield pop-up with the bases loaded and 2 outs. And it looks like one of the Colts players a little dinged up after diving to try and make that play. That one, not a very high pop-up, and everybody chasing to get to it. No one able to get to that baseball before it lands on the infield grass. An infield single for Stone, and he drives in 2. Jacob Luther coming in to score. Garrett Russell scored from second on the infield pop-up because the player seems to be okay. I don't know if it was the second baseman Barnes or the shortstop Yatar, who's come in defensively or come in as a substitute back there in the 8th inning. 2-run score, runners at first and second. Doc Stewart's now leading 6-1. They've had 3 hits here in this 8th inning. Only 1 has left the infield, and just barely. And the Doc Stewarts with now 5 hits in this game. Just 5 hits. On the other side, 11 hits in the ball game for the Colts, and they've scored just 1 run. What a wild game this has been. First pitch fouled away by Brody Black. Smart base running by Garrett Russell got the second run there on that pop-up by Stone on the infield. There's another foul ball back for Brody, gives him an 0-2 count. No balls, 2 strikes here against Brody Black. Russell saw that the infielders, none of them were really paying attention to the ball after it landed. They were kind of diving all over the place, and nobody with the baseball. He took advantage and went all the way in. As a check swing, Brody will hold up, a ball and 2 strikes. That ball in the dirt, he almost went chasing. Doran Gillespie at second base. Jonathan Stone at first. Doc's on top by 5 in the bottom of the 8th inning. The 1-2, fouled and just stayed alive there for Brody. Fouled that one in and out of the glove of the catcher. A ball and 2 strikes here for Parker Hancock. Had a 1-2-3 strike them all out 7th inning, but here in the 8th, he's given up 3 hits and 3 runs. Strike 3, he gets another strikeout. Brody Black will go down looking. 5th strikeout of the game for Parker Hancock. But the Docs strike send 8 hitters to the plate, and they score 3 runs on 3 hits. There were no errors, and 2 men left on base. We go to the top of the 9th inning. Doc's looking to close it out here, leading 6-1 on CBS Sports Radio, 1490 The Score.
Season is finally here, but remember, respect the water. Don't swim and don't go in the water if it's under 60 degrees. Swimming in water under 60 degrees is life-threatening. It could cause hypothermia, which means your limbs paralyzed and you can't get out of the water. Each day, the water temperature of the Umpqua River will be posted on kpic.com and kval.com, and in the morning weather on KPIC. Respect the water. Know the temperature. Brought to you by the Respect the Water Safety Committee.
Gotta go with barbecue.
Cracked pepper.
Spitz cracked pepper.
Spitz cracked pepper.
Aunt Carol's barbecue seeds.
Barbecue.
Ranch.
Barbecue.
Barbecue.
Ranch.
Top of the ninth inning, Jonathan Stone on for the save. Came in and pitched 1 to 1 batter in the 8th inning. Entered at the time with it just a 2-run ball game. So since he stays in the game and came in with it a 2-run ball game, he'll get a chance to get a save here in the 9th. First pitch swinging. This ball well struck out towards left field. Going back. Gillespie will watch it go. That one barely clearing the fence in left field as Hayden Mitchie will get a home run. A solo shot to start out the 9th inning. So that'll clear the fence in left field. Hayden Mitchie, he's been a big hitter all night. 3 hits for him, a double, a single, and a home run. Still, the Doc Stewart's on top by 4, so Jonathan Stone with a little bit of cushion still to work with. I told you earlier he looks like he could be a college junior, and he just drove that one out of the park. First pitch now to the 9-hitter. First pitch called strike. It's Nick Hurst. He's 0 for 3. Strike 2 taken. Hurst with a pair of strikeouts and a pop out to center field. Oh, that looked like strike 3, and I think Hurst almost thought it was too. A ball and 2 strikes now. Stone needs 3 outs here to wrap up the victory for the Docs. It'd be the 13th win straight at home. Upstairs, a 2-2 count. Two balls, 2 strikes. Stone in the dirt for ball 3. Goes to a full count. Pitch, line drive out towards left field. It's a fair ball. Going to roll into the corner for Gillespie. He'll send it back in. It'll be a double. It's a home run and a double now off of Stone here to start out the 9th inning. Not the way he was hoping things would get going. And Nick Hurst will get his first hit of the game.
Next batter, number 5, Cooper Paulino.
Nobody out as we go back to the top of the lineup here. Cooper Paulino will hit with 1 on. And his team trailing by 4. This one in the air out to center. Going back is Russell. And he makes a diving catch. Tagging the runner, going to head for third. And it's cut off out at second base by Luther. Hurst will get to third base. But Cooper Paulino put a charge into that one, and Garrett Russell robs him of an extra base hit. Russell going back, running straight back to the wall in center field, diving to get to that one as he catches it over the shoulder.
Batter number 80, Ash Barnes.
Defense helping out Jonathan Stone. He needs 2 more. First pitch misses here to Ash Barnes. Barnes in the contest, 2 for 4. Scored a run back in the 4th. He puts this one high in the air, but out of play. Doc's 2 outs away from getting the win, leading 6-2, excuse me. Jonathan Stone on the mound looking for a save here. It'd be his first of the year. The 1-1. Breaking ball upstairs for a 2-1 count. Let's see. For Jonathan Stone, he is 1-0 coming into the year. This is his first save opportunity. I wasn't sure if he had factored into a decision yet. It's 2-1, a swing and a miss for strike 2. Ash Barnes at the plate. The 2-2 delivery. Swing and a miss. He gets him Second strikeout for Stone. Going upstairs with the high heat, getting him to chase, and 2 down, and a little bit of breathing room now for Jonathan. Needs to get Chase Karn, who is 1 for 4 in the game. Get Chase Karn for the final out here. Stone's first pitch. Strike called. Up near the letters, it looked like. I thought it might have been a little bit high from my vantage point. Home plate umpire calling it for strike 1. Breaking ball misses inside for a 1-1 count. The 1-1, strike 2, outside corner. Chase Karn, I think, asking where that pitch was. Stone 1 strike away, the 1-2 delivery. Outside. We'll go to a 2-2 count. Stone trying to wrap up a 13th straight win for the Doc Stewarts here at home. He'll come set with a man at third base, the 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball inside, the count will go full. Nobody behind the runner, Nick Hurst at third, so he won't necessarily be running on the pitch to the plate. In fact, probably not the best idea. The 3-2 pitch, strike 3 called. Had a one that I would ask some questions about, but I'm not going to. So that'll wrap it up. A few surprised answers, surprised reactions to that pitch to finish off the game. But it does end it here. 6-2 your final score. Doc Stewart's win on top of the visiting Perth Heat Colts from Australia. Doc's on top for the 13th time in a row here at home. The winning streak continues. They'll try to keep it going when they come back on Monday to host the Willamette Valley Southpaws. We'll take a 2-minute break, come back with your Roseburg Disposal postgame show after this here on 1490 The Score.
Season is finally here, but remember, respect the water. Don't swim and don't go in the water if it's under 60 degrees. Swimming in water under 60 degrees is life-threatening. It could cause hypothermia, which means your limbs paralyzed and you can't get out of the water. Each day, the water temperature of the Umpqua River will be posted on kpic.com and kval.com, and in the morning weather on KPIC. Respect the water. Know the temperature. Brought to you by the Respect the Water Safety Committee.
It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
We'll be ready.
Values that last a lifetime.
We need to focus on 3 factors.
Support high school sports and activities in your community. When kids take part, they get set for life.
At Brook Communications, our job is to get results for your business, period. We can take your story and tell it to the people you want to reach in a way that compels first-time clients to become repeat customers. We get them through your door so you can do what you were meant to do. Proclaim your sales message to the largest audience of any media company in Douglas County. Brook Communications dominates through the power of 5 radio stations and 541radio.com. Results amplified. Locally owned. Brook Communications.
Gotta go with barbecue.
Cracked pepper.
Spitz cracked pepper.
Spitz cracked pepper.
Aunt Carol's barbecue seeds.
Barbecue. Ranch.
Barbecue.
Barbecue.
Ranch.
Wrapping things up here from Legion Field tonight as the Doc Stewarts get another win, stretching their home winning streak now to 13 straight games. As the Docs, well, it would look like they are going to do some post-game running, apparently. Coaches wanting to get those guys worked up and ready to go for the upcoming series they have against the Mid-Valley Rockets. Excuse me, the Southpaws. They have changed their name not since the last time we saw them, but it's not also Mid-Valley. Mid-Willamette, I'm talking about the wrong team, the Mid-Willamette Southpaws. And it's the Mid-Willamette Titans. Oh, I don't know. It's apparently been a long day. It's the Willamette Valley Titans, Joey. That'll be the next game coming up on Monday. And the Doc Stewart's out there running laps trying to, I guess, get ready for it. To be honest, I don't know. Maybe they did something they weren't supposed to, and they're out there running laps for that reason. Who knows? I doubt that's the reason, but there you go. All right, let's get this Roseburg Disposal postgame show started without all my rambling and bambling here. Roseburg Disposal, let them make the run of the dump for you. Doc Stewart's get a 6-2 win here tonight. You'll look at the numbers, and it's a little questioning on how that might have happened, but the Doc Stewarts pull it off one way or another. Let's take a look at the Garrettson Building Supplies scoreboard update. Your final numbers: 2 runs on 13 hits, 4 errors for the Colts, and the Colts leaving a total of 10 men left on base. As for the Doc Stewarts, 6 runs on 5 hits, 1 error, and the Doc Stewarts leave 10 men on base in tonight's action as well. Doc Stewarts had a total of 2 hits before the 8th inning when they put 3 on the board and scored 3 runs. So prior to that last inning, Docs were leading 3-1 with 2 hits in this ball game. They drew a decent number of walks. There were a couple of hit batters, and then, of course, the errors by the Colts, helping to explain the outcome of tonight's ball game. Getting the win is going to be Chris Stone. He gets the win. Stone coming back to pitch with the Docs here in this non-league exhibition-style contest. Stone, of course, he is too old to pitch in Legion games, but in this, not an official Legion baseball game. So they gave him the opportunity to throw with the team here during his off-season. He'll be headed to George Fox coming up next year to pitch with the Bruins. So Stone gets the chance to toss here tonight, picks up the win, going 5 innings, gave up 5 hits, 1 run, no earned, no walks, and 4 strikeouts. Taking the loss is going to be Chase Karn. 6 innings work, gave up 2 hits, 3 runs, 1 earned, 5 walks, and 4 strikeouts, and 1 hit batter as well. Jonathan Stone's going to earn a save tonight. Came in the 8th inning with the score 3-1. So it was a 2-run ball game. And because of that, he's able to come in and get a chance at getting a save. He's the finishing pitcher, not the winning pitcher. Pitched at least a third of an inning and entered the game with a lead of no more than 3 runs. So he gets the save here tonight, his first of the season. Stone pitches an inning and a third. In that time, he gave up 2 hits and a run, but he strikes out 3 and didn't walk anybody. So not too bad there for Jonathan Stone, picking up his first save of the season. That is a look at things here initially during our Roseburg Disposal postgame show. Let's take a look at the game recap brought to you by the News Review Sports section. For more on today's game, you can pick up a copy of the News Review print edition coming up tomorrow. For the Doc Stewarts, they took a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the first inning on a 2-out double by Brody Black. Docs added another run in the third. That run coming in on an error by the catcher, Nick Hurst. Garrett Russell stole third, and a throw to third base went into left field, and Russell was able to score on the throwing error, made it 2-0 at the time. The Colts got a run in the 4th inning on a single to right field by Chase Karn. That scored Ash Barnes to make it 2-1. Docs added a run in the bottom of the 5th, making it 3-1. That coming in on a sac fly by Zach Mandera. And then in the bottom of the 8th inning, Docs able to add some cushion, scoring 3 runs on 3 hits off of Parker Hancock. Hancock got the first 2 outs, but then a single, a walk, a single, a hit by pitch, a walk, allowing a single, infield single. That one really hurt him. A infield pop-up with the bases loaded by Jonathan Stone, and 2 runs scored on that. But the Doc Stewarts get 3 runs across. They lead at the time 6-2. The Colts, 6-1. The Colts would score 1 run in the top of the 9th inning on a solo homer by Hayden Mitchie, and that would be your final score, 6-2. Doc Stewarts get the win. For the Docs this season, they improved to 18-14 on the year and 13 straight wins at home. They'll look to stretch that winning streak coming up on Monday against Willamette Valley. We'll go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we'll name your Roseburg Refrigeration Player of the Game, and wrap things up for you here in the Roseburg Disposal post-game show. Back after this quick 2-minute break on CBS Sports Radio, 1490 The Score.
This county is your home.
But no matter where life takes you, Cascade Community Credit Union will be there whenever you need us.
We'll be there with access to over 30,000 no-fee ATMs worldwide.
We'll be there with an auto loan for your next vehicle.
And when you're ready to make your dreams a reality, we'll be there with a home mortgage and one-on-one support every step of the way. Because commitment to our members is reflected in everything we do. Cascade Community Credit Union, there whenever you need us.
Swimming season is finally here. But remember, respect the water. Don't swim and don't go in the water if it's under 60 degrees. Swimming in water under 60 degrees is life-threatening. It could cause hypothermia, which means your limbs paralyzed and you can't get out of the water. Each day, the water temperature of the Umpqua River will be posted on kpic.com and kval.com, and in the morning weather on KPIC. Respect the water. Know the temperature. Brought to you by the Respect the Water Safety Committee.
Reese's Pieces. Popcorn with butter.
Starburst.
Popcorn.
Okay.
Skittles. Popcorn.
Swedish Fish.
Oh. Reese's Pieces.
Best snack for movies? Oh, buttered popcorn.
Okay. Back here for our final segment of the Roseburg Disposal post-game show. Before we get into it, let's go ahead and pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Doc Stewart's Baseball here on 1490 The Score. Doc Stewart's get a win against the Australian traveling team, making their way through the Western States. Their final game of the trip is going to be down at Medford coming up tomorrow as they take on the Mustangs to finish things out. Let's go ahead and take a look at the individual numbers from tonight's ball game. The Doc Stewart's getting the 6-2 win. Picking up the victory is Chris Stone, who went 5 innings, gave up 5 hits, 1 unearned run, no walks, and 4 strikeouts. Taking the loss is going to be Chase Karn. He goes 6 innings, gave up 2 hits, 3 runs, only 1 earned, 5 walks, 4 strikeouts, 1 hit batter. And getting the save is going to be Jonathan Stone. An inning and 2/3, gave up 2 hits, 1 run. It was earned, no walks, and 3 strikeouts. Pretty surprising number here. Doc Stewart's do not give up a walk the entire game. Nobody in the game giving up a walk in this one for the Docs. Over 3 pitchers in this one. Stone, Chris Stone, Noah Burke, and Jonathan Stone. They total for 8 strikeouts to no walks. Not too bad there. On the other side, Chase Karn and Parker Hancock, walked 6 batters and hit 2 as well. So they did strike out 9, but they also give up 8 free passes in this one. Offensive numbers: 13 hits in the ball game for the Colts. Cooper Polino had a single. Ash Barnes had 2 singles. Chase Karn had a single and an RBI. Matt Gorin, he had a single in there. Mitch Ellison goes 2 for 4 with 2 singles. David Whitlock was 1 for 3 before coming out. Parker Hancock came in. He had a 1-for-1 day with a stolen base. Luke Passmore 0 for 3. It was Athan Yatar goes 0 for 1. Hayden Mitchie and was 3 for 4 in the game, going with a single, a double, and a home run. Had the 1 RBI and the run scored. And Nick Hirsch goes 1 for 4 with 2 strikeouts and a double. On the Doc Stewart side, the offensive numbers, Garrett Russell goes 2 for 4 in the game with 2 runs scored, had 2 singles. Zach Holland 0 for 2, had a sac bunt. His hit streak ends at 7. Doran Gillespie came in. He goes 0 for 1, was hit by a pitch and got an RBI with the bases loaded, but he doesn't get a hit. His hit streak comes to an end at 12. Jonathan Stone goes 1 for 4, drove in 2, had 2 strikeouts and a walk and a run scored. Brody Black goes 1 for 3, had a RBI double in the first inning, drew 2 walks, had 2 strikeouts as well. Zach Mandera goes 0 for 1, got on with a fielder's choice, also walked and had a sac fly for an RBI. Cade Meisner struck out swinging in the 7th. Cody Johnson goes 0 for 4. Jet Black goes 0 for 4. Gabe Burke goes 0 for 2. Kyler Leishner came in defensively, a catcher, comes in and goes 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored. Caden Johnson goes 0 for 1 with a lineout and a walk, and Jacob Luther was 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. He scored a run as well. That is a look at the offensive numbers here tonight for the Doc Stewarts and the visiting Perth Heat Colts. Well, the Doc Stewarts tonight didn't have a ton of offense. Brody Black with the double, kind of leading the way offensively for the Doc Stewarts. So, let's see here. Our Roseburg Refrigeration Player of the Game. First, I'll tell you that they're your locally owned residential heating and cooling specialist. I'm going to give it to the Stone Brothers. Chris Stone starts it out. Jonathan Stone finishes it at the end. Your Stone Brothers, their first time they've probably played together in years. They come out and they do a good job on the mound, dominating things here today against the Colts. Chris Stone gets the win, Stone gets the save, and they get named your players of the game for tonight's contest. I want to thank a couple other of our sponsors here tonight, the Oregon Coach Crafters and Umpqua Dairy. Those are our pregame coaches interview and our player interview sponsors. We didn't get an interview in before the game with all the rush to get the field ready and everything, so didn't get those in, but want to thank those sponsorships, Oregon Coach Crafters and Umpqua Dairy. We'll get a chance to talk to players and coaches coming up again on Monday when the Doc Stewarts host Willamette Valley. All right, we start to wrap things up here from Legion Field where the Doc Stewarts get a win against the Perth Heat Colts 6-2 to stretch their winning streak to 13 games. Doc Stewarts winners tonight to improve to, I think I mistakenly said 18-14 earlier. They're now 19-14, and that puts them at a season high 5 games over 500. Doc Stewarts will be back to action on Monday. Get tomorrow off. Back to action Monday when they will host Willamette Valley for an Area 4 League doubleheader at Legion Field. Docs have not lost an Area 4 game here at home this season. They look to keep that streak alive Monday night. Game time will be 5 o'clock for the first pitch. Our pregame coverage will start at 4:45 here on The Score, so stay tuned for that coming up on Monday night. Want to wrap things up by saying thanks to the Perth Heat Colts making a stop here tonight at Legion Field. It has been a pleasure to have them here with us tonight as I get something tickling my nose there. And couldn't hold off that sneeze. Thanks to the Colts for coming in, making their way through Roseburg. It's always fun to have the international team here at Legion Field. It's really cool to kind of get to know those guys a little bit and just get to see some other folks from outside of our area making their way to Legion Field. As always, want to say thanks to head coach Scott Shaver, the entire Doc Stewarts baseball program, for allowing us to bring you another season of Doc's baseball here on The Score. I want to say thanks to Brent and Cranford back in the studio tonight, and I have not learned them by their voices yet, so I didn't catch who was in the booth with them tonight. So we'll go ahead and just say thanks to the guys back in the studio for the production work tonight. I apologize there, finding out who was in the studio tonight, running things on the radio side. I want to say thanks to you, the fan, for tuning in for tonight's broadcast, because, of course, without you, I'm a guy sitting here talking to myself. Maybe sometimes that might be a little bit better than what we currently do. Anyways, thanks so much for tuning in for tonight's broadcast, folks. Hopefully you'll tune in on Monday night when the Doc Stewarts host the Willamette Valley Titans for an Area 4 doubleheader, starting with first pitch of Game 1 at 5 o'clock, and our pregame coverage starting at 4:45. Watch the action streaming live for free online at 541radio.com, or catch it right here on Douglas County's home for sports, CBS Sports Radio, 1490 The Score. Who's back in the studio?